Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna, Gauranga. Krishna, Gauranga. Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, good morning there. Hey, Richard, welcome. Thanks for coming. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Yangoche on the beat.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bo. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Yangoche on the beat.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Encore. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus, Jai Jesus, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi, Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hey, Tom. Sandwich time. There we go. There we are. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare, oh my God, that's too short. Again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Gaura Bhaktas. Thank you, Lord Chaitanya, the most merciful incarnation. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh. Oh, Krishna. Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming here. Yes, it's time to taste our way back. Eating pie all the way back to Godhead. Sweet pie, man. Sweet potato pie. Pumpkin pie. All rolled into one. Blueberry, apple, cherry. Yeah, totally. Oh, man. All right. Here we go. You ready? Wrap our way back to Godhead. I like it. That's Krishna style, Vrindavan style. We wrap our way back to the Lord's abode. His highest abode. We're rappers wrapping our way back. So much work. This is the work here, man, you know? This is the hard work. Always wiping the nose and the eyes and all that stuff, man. Can't Krishna make it any easier? My goodness. Oh, when will these tears stop? When will this mucus stop flowing? My goodness. Should we allow this guy on? Let's take a chance. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. You better mind your P's and Q's, or I'm booting you. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Follow all the rules and regulations perfectly today. Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hey, why don't we get Amy on here? Everybody encourage Amy to come on here. Come on, Amy. Come on, you can do it. Let's see you here today. Tom wants to see you. He wants to go like this. Give you a cyber hug. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. We gotta get Amin on here as a guest star sometime too. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Radha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, with thee, Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Jesus, Prabhupada, Nityananda, Gauranga, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda, Gauranga, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha 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 Radha, Radhe 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 Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe. Right, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Oh, Radha. Radha, 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 Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda. Oh, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Every day we get to meet here. It's so wonderful, man. What a treat. Look at River. She looks enthusiastic. She looks like an Olympic athlete, ready to tackle Krishna. And Tom's a bebopper. And Karuna, who knows what dimension he's flying in today. We got a bunch of characters here. We're all characters in a comic strip in Vrindavan. They should make a comic strip with Vrindavan characters, you know. We're the modern day version. So, how about?
Thanks for using.
Well, thank you, AI. You're good for something. We give AI a heart here. AI gets a heart here. Okay. Back to Govinda Lilamrita a little bit here. Let's see what we can pull out of this wonderful book here. I take shelter. This is chapter 1, the auspicious invocation. I'll read it and then move on to where we were. This deals with the time between 3:24 a.m. and 6 a.m. I think we're just there. At least over here. So we make over here, over there. Auspicious invocation. Obeisances to Sri Govinda, the abode of transcendental bliss in Yagna, in Vraj. No, the abode of transcendental bliss in Vraj, in the forest of Vrindavan. Who finds happiness in Radha's company. Isn't that nice? I think we're part of the family. Do you notice that? We also find happiness in the company of Radha. So where can we go after this life even? Are you have any, if you find happiness in the company of devotion and love and devotees who are just crying and laughing and hooping and hollering and calling out to the Lord, this is Radha. That's what she does, man. That's this potency. If you like to be around people like that, oh my God, run away quickly, because you'll lose all interest in families and mundane friends who can care less about Radha. You know how many people don't even in religion, can you believe it? Even in religion, in ISKCON, they don't care anything about their worship. Oh, Radha, oh, you. And then they see the manifestation of Radha's potency in this world, this ecstatic love and devotion and hooping and hollering and crying and all that. What do they think this is? My God, are you blind or what? Hey, man, you're Krishna. You're worshiping Krishna. He finds company in this ecstatic love. No wonder he comes here every day. See, we're on the same page. We also like it. Hey, Radha, come hang out with us. We like your energy. You ever feel people's energy? You say, I don't like your, I like your energy. See, we're here to say, hey, man, anybody like Radha's energy? Man, she cries a lot. She laughs like a mad woman. Man, when she thinks about Krishna and all these deep realizations that nobody has or understands, except devotees who also like Radha's company. You want to become one of her girlfriends or not? That's what we're here for. Come on, man, make your choice. Make your decision fast. Come on, comply or not? You ready to comply? No? Go out there. Biden's ready for you, man. Fauci's right there ready to give you that. Your guru's out there. Oh, you're not ready to comply with this amazing love, attractive love of God? Well, go out there, man. Those other gurus will handle you, man. They'll give you the shot. Yeah. I love that. What a great truth who finds company in the association of Radha, who finds happiness. See, isn't that the secret, man? I mean, we can go on for the whole darn class about this. Who finds happiness in Radha's company. In the company of devotion. Do you see how important it is? Do you see why? That's the reason why Lord Chaitanya came here, to experience Radha's association. See, in worshiping in that ecstasy, becoming in union with Radha's ecstasy. Isn't that what we do? Come in union with? That's why we understand a little bit about her and Krishna. See, that's why the real guru in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line is a girlfriend. They have Radha's ecstasy, isn't it? What do you think devotion is? It's what it tracks Krishna. Krishna immediately comes. You don't need to go and call Krishna, call Radha. Hey man, devotion comes and he's right there because he finds happiness in Radha's company. He doesn't find happiness in mundane people's company, does he? He doesn't find happiness in Varnashram Dharma, really. He may teach, empower people to teach it because a lot of people are fools. They don't understand the glories of Radharani. That's why Lord Chaitanya came here to teach it. He came here not only blah, 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 oh yeah, Radha is really great. He came here to show the nectar in there is in chanting Krishna's name and then having Radha's blessing through the line. And then Krishna just comes close and then you can relish Krishna's amazing qualities. Otherwise, nobody knows Krishna. Nobody knows Radha, but better to know Radha first. That's why her name comes first in the Hare Krishna mantra. You notice? Bhakti Tom, that's a pure thought. Yeah, that's right. Our nut house full of juicy carrots. You could say we're nuts, but you can't say we don't got juice. You can't say that this is not a lively discussion of 4 or 5 hours, whatever we do here. You cannot say there's not entertainment here, and comedy, and thrilling, and war. Everybody is a little warrior, warrior. You never see little Krishna as a warrior in that warrior stance. We got everything here. That's why it's so interesting. It's not just, here's the Bhagavatam class. Om Namo Bhagavata Vasudevaya. And Prabhadakacharya, blah, 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 blah. Oh boy, this is such a formal class. This is so. When's Prasadam, by the way? Your class has to be the Prasadam, man. See? That's what it's about. But only if you get Radha's blessing. See, that's the Prasadam. That comes in the line. You got to be around the girlfriends, man. The girlfriends take pleasure in Radha's company just like Krishna. You see? That's why it's a family there. You notice? There's Krishna who takes pleasure in Radha's company and the girlfriends who take pleasure in Radha's company. And actually, Mother Yashoda takes pleasure in Radha's company. And all the cowherd boys also, where's Radha and the girlfriends today, man? They're really juicy. Juice. It's all about juice, right, Tom? That's why he's fixed now. He wants this juice. He's not interested in Mayavadi juice. I remember he used to drink any juice. Just hand him a glass of something and he'll drink it. Now he only wants the Radha juice, devotion juice. All right. Let's see if we can get through a verse or two today. I offer my obeisances to the eternal pastimes of Radha's heart's friend in Raj. Radha's heart's friend in Raj, Sri Krishna, the service of whose lotus feet is the highest goal of devotional service. And it's only attainable through intense sacred greed. See, that's why this greed is like a virus. You got to be around greedy people. You got to see, like, wow, what are they after? Who are they after? Why are they so motivated? Why do they chant like that? What are they longing for? Don't you know it's an offense to have any feelings arise when you chant the Hare Krishna mantra? Yeah, I was told that you're not supposed to feel anything. That's offensive. Yeah. Oh, what are you doing? You got to do this duty, man. Let us see a kind of a grave, stoic look on your face when you chant Hare Krishna. Now we got the real path here. See, people don't know. There's a bunch of babies, man, children. So, all glories to Govinda Lilamrita, the immortal nectar pastimes of Sri Govinda. See, that's why if people become attracted to these pastimes of Govinda, you become an immortal. Just because everybody in Vrindavan is, you become like them. That's the whole point. You got to associate people that are attracted. This is the fast track, man. You get an honorary degree here into the pastimes of the Lord. Honor, you just, you're just honored by Krishna, actually. You come and you listen to devotees, you're attracted for some, who knows, great fortune of yours, to hear from devotees who are attracted to these pastimes where they're their life and soul. You get an honorary degree. Degree of what? A piece of paper? A Bhakti Shastra on the wall? No, you get an honorary degree of devotion. Taste. Bhakti Lata Bij. That's the degree. And that gives you entrance into the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. Whoa. People knew the honorary degrees we've been handing out here. Look, Amy got an honorary degree. She came and took it. She says, I'll take it. She comes, look at it. Never, didn't know anything about devotees, I don't think much. Just nothing even on her page, no devotee names, nothing. But she took the degree. We're handy. She saw somehow or other, Krishna gave the intelligence. Oh, they see this guy is handing out degrees. Bhakti Lata Bij, the taste for the pastimes, and all of a sudden she's skipped grades. Everybody's still in kindergarten in ISKCON. Can you imagine? You ever look at them now after being here for a few years? Don't they look like they're in kindergarten? Children. Doing the Swami step perfectly, in chorus. Practicing all day, like this together, I mean, it's okay. All right. Anybody ready to go to, how about first grade? No, we want to play in a sandbox still. We want to imitate gurus, and we want to imitate followers of the illustrious highest gurus. We want to just play in the sandbox that we're Guru Devs and we're followers of Guru Devs. You're still playing. You don't know. You don't have knowledge, man. You don't have knowledge. What is a real guru? And then we give this knowledge. Well, I don't understand that. I don't like that. That's wrong. Okay, stay in the sandbox. Play guru and play follower of a guru. You don't know the qualities of a real guru. You're singing it every day. Some Sri Guru Charana Padma, but don't understand the words because you're playing, just to play. Children playing, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just singing the song. Yeah, what do the words mean? Well, I don't know. Yeah, see, you don't know. Nobody, don't your guru teach you? No, they don't know. I mean, that's really it. That's why it's by the word. See, the word that the real empowered guru speaks, it destroys your ignorance. See, even this just destroyed. Did you know this could destroy 40 years of ignorance? People singing that song, or like this destroyed Johan's ignorance of 25 years of singing that song and not understanding because not seeing it real, not seeing the substance in his life of a guru that destroys the ignorance. See? We could take a person that these gurus cannot destroy their ignorance because they can't get beyond the superficial. They're just singing songs, chanting names, showing pictures with no substance of Radha's feeling, which makes Krishna alive and real. See? Real to her and real to anyone who receives that mercy, that love, that devotion. Otherwise, it's just a picture. Everybody's just having ceremonies. It's like pagan rituals. They go and they dance around with their little thing and then all this stuff. Oh, yeah, Krishna Radha, look at the flowers and the ceremonies. Oh, yeah, it's Krishna's appearance day once a year. And then they wait and they dance around and all that stuff. And then it's Krishna's appearance day the next year. And they still never experience because it's still just another superficial festival. People might think, Gauhar, you are so offensive. But isn't that the truth? How do you know the difference? The only way they or anybody else in that little fold, those folds there will know, is if they come here and see what is real substance. That's all. I'm just trying to encourage people to see or even get their ire. Like, how can he say, I want to see this guy and what they're doing there, how much better it is. Yeah, you get something, man, going instead of this indifference. At least get angry about, like, God, why is he? I want to see what he's doing. I want to, find out and see so I can destroy that guy. That would be better. So I got to, spark a fight a little bit. Just tell them the truth. Always sparks a fight. The truth, because everybody's following illusions in this world, even in religion. That's religion to me. No substance. Poo-poo. See, we poo-poo it. Yeah, it's poo-poo. Still. Prahlad Maharaj was poo-pooing these things. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. No, I'm not. I like truth. I like substance. I like ecstasy. If you don't like it, go out into the piles of poo-poo out there. Stay in them. Roll around in it. Some more.
I like cow poo-poo.
Kindergarten, yeah. Oh boy, this must be humbling. Hey man, this goes for the PhDs. You're still in kindergarten as far as I'm concerned. You got no devotion. You're not awake yet. You're just part of the woke culture out there. They just think they're woke. They're children. All children. We're woke, and they act like completely on the bodily concept of life. What kind of woke? This is religion. This is ISKCON, man. These guys, we're guru days. Oh, really? No. You're just like the little step up from the woke culture out there. They think they're woke, but they're still asleep because they act like they're asleep. When you have real bhakti, man, you act like you have bhakti. Not just an act. You act it out. You know how they talk about acting out things that, these people are acting out. It's really bad to act out emotional stuff there. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? When a devotee acts out Bhakti, the whole world gets delivered, whether they like it or not. Now, everybody starts to think about Krishna. Devotees really start. When you think about a devotee who is really like pumping out and acting out bhakti in this world, favorably or unfavorably, you're getting really purified, probably for the first time, really powerfully. Even if you get angry, envious, hate, that raging, this stuff is poison coming out, like Kalya when Krishna jumped in. See, Krishna had to jump into the water, man. When a devotee is here, what do you think it is to be a representative of Krishna? You think it's just the words like these people believe? Oh, it's just words, representative Krishna. We got so many. We got 1,000 gurus out there. They all represent Krishna. Oh, yeah, sure. Representing Krishna is heavy. He's weighty. Has some weight, doesn't it? Guru is heavy. Well, Guru is heavy if they represent Krishna and Nityananda. Otherwise, no, there's no heaviness there. That's why people, they go through stuff here, man. Hey, man, you're gonna see if you're really sincere, because you come here, you're gonna change. You want to let this stuff go, or what? You really want to go to Vrindavan? You want to get rid of your hatred and angers and false identifications. Sleepwalkers, yeah. So I don't know, whoever's ready for the truth, maybe there's somebody out there, thinking, is there anything more than just the pictures and the ceremonies and the dancing around in the Swami steps and in chorus, and think, wow, that's really, look how devoted they are. I'm sorry, man. That's what I look at this stuff. That's my honest opinion. I think that's okay for beginners. Anybody ready to move on? You want an honorary degree of taste? You want to find out what real Krishna consciousness is? Real Bhakti Lata Bij is that people know here? You see people here, they got real Bhakti Lata Bij. Where's the Bhakti Lata Bij in religion over there? Where's that deep attraction to Krishna to the point of tears? Prabhupada said in Nectar Devotion, unless you're crying, you're not even at the stage of cultivating Krishna. Talk about, like tough love, tough truth. They don't believe it. They don't believe their own books. Okay? See, devotees, they're hard like thunderbolts sometimes, but soft like flowers too sometimes. All right. So what is this here? What are we doing here? What happened here? Huh. I don't know what happened here. Let's try this. Somehow I lost it. Let's try it again. Huh. All right. The nectar of Lord Krishna's pastimes are revealed in Rupa Goswami's excellent plays. Has drowned the thoughts of the Vaishnavas of Rajabhumi. I fear these great devotees will gleefully laugh when I am stuttering, when I'm a stuttering clown trying to describe the Lord's pastimes. The devotees, they admit we're clowns. It's only false ego that makes you think you're great. Oh, how dare he say I'm a clown? We're all clowns. If you can't admit that, see, that's false ID. You think you're smart. People say, "Oh no, I'm very humble." This is all hypocrisy. Oh, I'm very humble. All this, and somebody will call him a clown, or a fool. Oh, how dare you? How he's so offensive? You're offensive. What? You don't think you're a clown? Call me a clown. People call me clowns all the time. And he's a clown. They use that word. Gohari is a clown. Oh, you've heard it. See? Thank you very much.
It's a joke.
Yeah, he's a joke. Thank you very much. And at least, I can associate with other clowns. If you don't admit you're a clown, you can't come here. If the big PhD there with all those followers and everything doesn't have a lick of this kind of bhakti, if he can't admit he's just a clown and a fool, he can't come here. Just stay in your foolishness another couple lifetimes and take your followers along with you, because wherever you're going, they're going. That's how it works, man. If you're a fool, you get other fools to follow you. The blind leading the blind down the road, and they all follow in the ditch. Who said that? Jesus. Without this bhakti, people see here, you are blind as a bat. You cannot see the truth. You cannot understand these scriptures. You can't read what we do. You cannot come up with purports like this. Only Radha knows this stuff, right? She's the one. Oh, if you don't have any of this that you see here, this energy, this potency, you won't be able to understand any of this. The best you can do is speculate. Exactly. What's better than being the Lord's clown? I agree. I'm his court jester. I'm here to make a fool out of myself.
Every king has a clown.
Yeah. Yeah, St. Paul, he also said, because he had the Holy Spirit and people were thinking he was a fool. He said, yeah, I'm a fool.
Better a happy fool.
Yeah. Bhakti Siddhanta said, yeah, I'm a fool. I mean, not that we would ever think that they're a fool, but they feel, just hey, man, it's a ras, man. It's a taste to know that the truth, that you're really a fallen soul and the Lord is your savior. And it's wonderful. Otherwise, if you don't follow him, what do you need Krishna for? There's no ras. Well, look, I got money. I got this. I got a beautiful wife. What do I need Krishna for? There's no taste for that. You have taste for being opulent like God. See, but it's an imitation. Then the Lord himself, he's saying, I just depend on my devotees. He likes that ras. And the devotee likes it. Yeah, I just depend on Krishna. It's wonderful. I love it, man. But if you don't know you're a fool and a clown, how can you have this ras? Hey, man, Lord, I need you. Otherwise, I can't do anything. So, see, it's all about taste and ras, and this is transcendental. That's why the devotees naturally feel this way. People say, like even some people come in here, they're in false ego and they project it on me. They say, oh, this guy, Gohar, he's in false ego. What? Because I know I'm a clown and I depend on Krishna? Show me, where's the false ego? All I can see is projections with people. They don't feel like that, but I do. Yeah, I'm here to help you feel like that. Feel like you're a clown and everything so that you can, depend on Krishna. It's such a wonderful feeling. It's so wonderful. Even Krishna comes in the act. Krishna came here to be in that mood like Radha, dependent on the Lord, dependent on Krishna. See, that's her feeling. See, we want that feeling. I want that feeling. See? That feeling, it gives us connection. Then otherwise the devotee, like when the demons attacked the devotees in Vrindavan, they said, Krishna, we depended on you. What are we going to do? Then Krishna would help. Otherwise, he's not. Oh, you don't want my help? You can do it yourself? Oh, you can depend on the armies and all that? Isn't that the teaching? It really is. It's about relationship, man. Hey, man, Arjuna knew this. Arjuna, when he was given the choice, take Krishna or the big armies and all the opulence and everything, is I'll just take you. I like this Ras. I like to be a dependent on you. Win or lose, it's up to you. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to look to you and let's see what happens. They won the war. Isn't that amazing? Okay? It's the same thing. These guys, they don't know it, but this is the reality. They chose Prabhupada's buildings. They chose the titles. They chose, like the followers to get on their side and everything, but not in the right way. Okay? They chose all the opulences of a spiritual master. See, Prabhupada got all those opulences simply by depending on Krishna. He started with scratch. And that's always that's why Krishna, he didn't give me anything. I didn't get any buildings or anything like this. I just depending on Krishna. I was happy with this rasa of being a fool and worshiping the Lord. This is all we can offer you here, man. I'm not here to offer anybody positions or anything. It's not about that. Hey, it's about depending on Krishna and relishing that. Oh, Lord, without you, what can I do? And I just love just being your dependent. That's one Ras, and maybe you have a motherly thing, or a fatherly thing, and you think Krishna needs me. I have to, It's just the main thing is dependence. Even in that Ras, you're dependent on Krishna, to be helpless. That's why he acts helpless, is because his devotee wants him that way, so they can take care of him. See, it's a special. Christians would roll over in their tracks if they can understand these things. Read this, Tom.
Arjuna, chapter 4, verse 15. The Lord's desire to appear was born from two reasons. The Lord wanted to taste the sweet essence of the mellows of love of Godhead. And he wanted to propagate devotional service in the world on the platform of spontaneous attractions.
Yeah, that's called pure devotional service, and that's called real preaching, to deliver people, not some other message. So the Lord came here to taste the mellows. That's why unless you see a devotee tasting these devotional mellows, that kind of deliverance is not available until you do. Otherwise, you don't know. It's by tasting these mellows, you show an example, a role model to people, about what is the highest goal of life. What is what is the greatest? Here we go. Make sure you get everything straight there, Amy. There she goes. There she is. Hello. Let's look at her a little bit.
We have to ask Amy, how she got on here. Who won the prize?
Oh, okay. Did Karuna encourage you and help you?
Yes, he did encourage me. I was coming on anyway, but
okay, good. Yeah.
It was early here, so I had to get ready.
Oh, yeah. How do you like our class today?
I love it. I love it every day. And not only has this class transformed my life, but also my sleeping schedule.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now me and my great Aunt Doris are on the same sleeping schedule. Sleep by 9, up by 5:30.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I can get up later, but it's hard for me,
Yeah. It's nice in the morning.
Yeah, it is. It's something about the mornings really cool. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the Lord's desire to appear was, He wanted to taste this bhakti, man. This is what this was all about. We're just here to help the devotees taste this. This is the order. Probably, isn't that amazing? Prabhupada gave me that order. Yeah. Just taste this bhakti, teach them, show them that role model. It's time now. The books are there. I mean, it's in his books, right? We just extract like the gold, taking this is gold. That verse Johan put up there is gold. See, it's golden. It's where you don't think Prabhupada wants people to come there to that point, but everybody, they don't believe it. It's available. Yeah, no. My Gurudev said many lifetimes before you can, tasting this bhakti is prema. You can. This is bhakti lata bees. This taste increases to the point. See, the taste is there, and then it very quickly, you keep watering it, and then the tears start coming. And then the laughter and the shaking and the deep revelations, and it just goes on forever. It's so attractive. See, so we're glorifying these verses. Therefore, this is the cause of this reality to be manifested in your lives also. See, you get if your guru is blind to this is reality right here. If they're blind to this, if they're not tasting mellows, they're transcendental mellows, like Lord Chaitanya was. What are you tasting? Well, I'm a big guru. It's a ras, So that's called blindness. See? First, taste this ras, seek the kingdom of God, and all else is added. This is the kingdom of God, is tasting this. Tasting this relationship with the Supreme, like Jesus Christ did. He held out for that. Okay? The devil said, just worship me, and I'll give you all followers and everything. See, so this is actually a lot of people just they took that bait. Jesus, no. I want to relish the verses. See, he was always relishing verses in the Bible. You can relish verses in them. I do all the time. I love these verses. Hey, to me, this is the wealth, is to taste these verses here, to glorify them to the point of tears and ecstasy, and to chant Krishna's name and to feel this relationship awaken. It's sublime. To me, that is gold, man. That is diamonds and jewels. There's nothing else that's really of any wealth. This I take with me forever. If I took another birth in this world, I will take this. And people are getting to that point here, and you will take that with you too. You took another birth, you don't lose this. This wealth you don't lose, but the gold you do. Okay? All the beautiful women, they get old, or beautiful men, they get old and flabby, right? And then they die, and you die. It's finished. Can you imagine? Isn't that amazing? That kind of an illusion. People are going after that. This is called Maya. Okay? Why not go after this? This is forever thing. You become an immortal. Can you imagine becoming an immortal? You become like Narada Muni. We have people here that are as qualified as Narada Muni. In his last life, he didn't get this kind of ecstasy yet. And you got it already. This is because Lord Chaitanya didn't come. That line was not here. That line is here now. You don't think you're going to be as good as Narada Muni? You can go to Vrindavan, a lot of devotees here. I can't glorify that potency that's here in this world now. You don't have enough words. Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's good, talk about, count, what I'm doing basically? Counting our blessings. Isn't it nice to count our blessings? Don't they say that's a good thing to do? Count your blessings? Well, I'm counting my blessings, man. I feel really blessed to be here. I'm really blessed to have you guys as friends. Jules. People also want God, this relationship with the transcendental Lord. He's transcendental to even liberation. People, that's selfish. I just want to be liberated. I want to be liberated. Where's God? Where's God? Oh, well, he's liberation, Yeah, see, impersonal. That's why impersonal. I don't like it. I want personal, man. My God is personal. He's a transcendental personality. We all want persons in our lives, right? You want impersonal? Don't you like to know here we're sitting in the world. We can't have anything very personal. You notice you got all these movie stars. Some I thought, boy, I'd really like to know that person. You can't know him. You can't even send them an email. You'll never get a response. Everything is friggin' impersonal here, isn't it? This is the teaching. Look at this. Oh, the politician. I like to talk to Trump. I like to have a face-to-face. You think I'll ever get it? They're all watching and not participating in anything. Oh, and then they go and make their laws and they're just prancing around the stage of the world. What did Shakespeare say? All the world is a stage, right? All the world is a stage, and everybody's prancing on it. Everybody. We got the gurus, the same bullshit going on with that. Impersonal. Oh, yeah. You can't talk to them. You can't relate to them unless you're part of the inner circle. Who are you? Are you somebody? Are you Prabhupada disciple? It's the same thing. Everybody's sitting there watching, waiting on the bench, can't participate in anything. See? Until you come and meet a real guru, a real devotee, we get you to participate in not only this bullshit of Maya all the way up to religion and Vaishnava religion, we get you out of religion into participating with the Supreme Personality of God. He can do it. He can relate to you and me and everybody personally, and it feels good, doesn't it? Amy, isn't it nice to have a personal relationship? The first person you can do, because in the world you can't talk to anybody really, except maybe you got some friends in Maya. But the important people in the world you can't talk to. So the Lord says, okay, that's all baloney anyway. Come meet my devotees. They represent the truth, the eternal truth. They'll give you the relationship your heart is looking for. That's with God, that source. We're all connected to it. We're all built for that relationship. And then, fulfilled all my desires. I wanted this personal relationship. Now I got it. I was looking out there. I was looking for a relationship with Trump. I wanted to talk to him. I could never do it. He'd never answer me. Oh, these movie stars. I've always, I like this one and that one. And they would never write me back if I even wanted to write something to them. And everything in our lives. See? Here we get it with God, which is the truth, man. This is eternal. See? And then when you get this relationship, seek the kingdom of God and all else is added, then this is what happens. You get friends, that also want an eternal relationship or an eternal. See, this is eternal. What's going on here? It's an eternal alignment. You notice? How come we keep getting life here every day? You feel it there, Amy? Life every day? And it's extraordinary. Isn't it different than the other life in this world that's dead in the modes? There's no life in the modes. You see that topics of the supreme, absolute, eternal truth is real life. See? People don't know it. They're all in the illusion, think it's real. It's only real for a time. And then it disappears because it's not of the soul. See, we got soul food every day, and we feel our souls growing inside, getting bigger and stronger, faster. We're able to leap buildings in a single bounds. Faster than a freight train. You become a souped up man or woman. You want to be souped up, Tom? Or you want to be in the soup? Souped up. Okay. So, the nectar of Lord Krishna's pastimes as revealed in Rupa Goswami's excellent plays, has drowned the thoughts of the Vaishnavas of Rajabhumi. I fear these great devotees. Oh, yeah, I read that. Srimad Bhagavatam explains, on the other hand, that literature which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, the fame, and of the unlimited Supreme Lord is of a different creation, full of transcendental words, directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. See, misdirected. People don't know. Okay? Why? Because what is spiritual is higher than what is just material in the world. It's not complete. It's dark because the soul, which is transcendental, starts identifying with the world and worldly things and worldly talks about the world and the weather that comes and that goes. And that's all they do. That's a very dark existence. See? But you start hearing talks about the absolute eternal truth, reality that lasts forever in relationship to the shadow, the dark shadow. What happens? It creates a revolution in your life. You come out of the illusion. See, this is all in all for most people. Even in Christianity, it's not strong enough for most of them. They don't have a clear conception of the absolute truth. The clearer that is, the more protection you get. The more you know where you're going. The more light you got into your life, right? You know, with the more light you have in your world, the more you can see. It's just common sense. The clear conception of the absolute eternal truth. God. People call it God. The great mystery. You know, the more that mystery is revealed, the clearer your understanding, your direction is, your focus, your happiness. You know, finding where real happiness is. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is this. See, and the nectar of Lord Krishna's pastimes, that's how you know you're getting spiritually advanced, is hearing about Krishna nectar to you. Do you feel enlivened by that? That's how you know you're making progress. Or you just work for, in religion. Well, I'm just serving these persons, trying to, stroke their false egos of how great they are, how great a sannyas and guru they are. See? Work. Yeah, we need workers here, man. You can't see our material motives. See, that's the hypocrisy of the world. See? Then when you get the real deal here, then you'll really appreciate when you do. Because we get you out of this work thing. All of a sudden it's play with God, man. You want to know what is a real guru? They can get you to play with God. You can feel that relationship. And it's a play, man. The Lord likes to play. He doesn't like serious stuff. He's playing. He wants to, don't we all like to play? I mean, isn't it fun more to play? What do you have plays for? People go to plays. They want to see people playing on stage. Playgrounds, children like to play. It's only when you grow up and you're an adult, you don't want to do these things anymore. Conditioned by society. Basically, you're just conditioned by people who haven't realized their relationship with the Lord. What did Jesus Christ say? You must become as a little child to enter the kingdom of God. He said that, right? What does that mean? You think it's just a bunch of words? No. You got to become as a little child, but not childish. As a little child, you play. Don't we play here? Isn't this a big play? See? In Vrindavan, they play. But inside that is deep profundity and seriousness. But it's done as a play because, that's the Lord's nature, is to play. Yes, well, you got to meet real devotees of the Vrindavan character. Then you see, oh, that's the way it is there. The guy's always making jokes, always, laughing, acting like a madman and, foolish and, clownish stuff. And yeah, man, when I read Vrindavan, it's kind of like that. I didn't know that before until I saw it in my life manifesting. See, new Vrindavan. You got to have a new Vrindavan now. Otherwise, how are you going to know what Vrindavan? All you can do is speculate. You got to pass the test of associating with devotees of Vrindavan. It's a test, isn't it? Man, they think, come here, oh, Prabhupada didn't teach that. One guy, I think he's thinking about leaving or something. Well, I don't know. Is Prabhupada offensive to Prabhupada? Boy. No, I don't think so.
It's material thinking, pure material thinking, ignorance.
So you got to get through the test, man. You got to, come. I mean, look what's being given now. Whoever's having problems here, look, count your blessings, man. Where are you going to get a sangha like this? Where are you going to get friends like this that'll help you and tell you the truth? A lot of people, they just tell you about illusionaries as friends. That is so seductive. That is so bewildering. The world is like this, man. Your family, friends, and everything. What are you doing over there? You should come over here. It's such a lie. A lot of lying going on here. And in religion too. Haven't they lied to you there, Lily? What are you doing in Gohari Sangha, man? This is crazy. This isn't what Prabhupada wanted.
Last thing I heard was you are old people who only like some attention.
Yeah, well, that's true. We do want attention because if people give their attention, it's only for their benefit. See, yeah, people see they think everybody wants attention for themselves, and these all the way up to the gurus, they all want attention, man. They want attention for themselves, not for Krishna. No, I want attention for liberation. When you see a devotee in the ecstatic relationship, they're finished, man. They're done here. They're everything. They're just here for you. What do I have to gain? I already got everything. I got my jewels. Now I'm here to distribute the jewels on the order. I have a great privilege of serving Prabhupada in a way that very few people can do. Great on his order, on Krishna's order. Well, Krishna didn't order. He's just playing. He said, well, this is the way it is. This is tattva, He told my second disciple, you get my darshan because you're your guru. He's empowered, man. He's got the order of his guru, Prabhupada, Yeah. So therefore, it's got to be. So be it. Krishna, that's the way Krishna works. If you connect with a real devotee, then he's obligated. He feels, well, I got to give them mercy, just like those two twin Arjun trees. They were demigods, and Narada gave them mercy, but he did it through a chastisement, through a slap, right? Made them trees, but trees in Vrindavan. See? And then Krishna was looking, he looked at those trees and said, oh, they were demigods. I don't usually have anything to do with these opulent persons. Even in religion, I don't like associated with false IDs, these big puffed up. I don't like people like that. That's not attractive to me. And these guys were like that. Well, Narada, gave them the mercy, and he wanted me to see them, therefore I'm going to deliver them. It's the way it works. Dude, Krishna doesn't care about you guys. If you come under the care of a real devotee, then all of a sudden Krishna, oh God, he's my devotee. This is important to my devotee. I'm going to deliver this person. What do you think? That's why Lalita Ganga understands these things, and Yohan. They're delivered because they came in the real line, and they care about a real representative of this immortal realm. They care, one of the few. And what happened? Oh, Krishna says, they're taking shelter of my representative here, who most people can't recognize. Therefore, I got to give them this mercy. That goes for any of you out there. Anybody, can you relate to that? You're coming here and you're appreciating. Look, Amy, she comes and writes this. This is touching her heart with this thing, and she's getting enlivened by it. This is Krishna's mercy. He sees the hearts of everybody, looking to satisfy that. Oh, only I can satisfy in Amy what she really wants. She's just was not interested in all this other stuff being offered in the world. Right? And so I have to satisfy her. So the way he works is he sends you his representative, and if you give respect to the prasadam of the representative, which is the word, then you get it. It's that simple. Pretty simple, isn't it? Jesus was a simple person who was empowered on a mission. Prabhupada was also very simple, empowered in the mission. And there's simplicity here too. Simple deliverance, and it's so profound, so amazing. Attraction to Krishna means everything. How come I keep losing this? Try it again. Okay. See, again, this verse is so beautiful. On the other hand, literature which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, pastimes of the unlimited Supreme Lord. See, unlimited Supreme Lord. Pastimes, when the Lord comes here, see, that's why he comes. He leaves these pastimes. He leaves his name. Look at this chanting we're doing, many of us now, chanting in ecstasy. That shows you the power of that name. You chant Coca-Cola and see if you get that ecstasy. I tell you, these gurus that people respect and everything, they're not so realized as people think. Like that, who was it? Osho. Oh, Osho is the greatest person in the world. You know what he said? Oh, chanting Krishna's name is like chanting Coca-Cola. That was, because in other words, he couldn't taste this ras. It's all about, all the way up, there's false ego, even all this stuff, these gurus and everything. If you don't get this taste, you're going to be, as soon as you get disciples, there's going to be false identification. This is the thing, people are bewildered by philosophical speculation. Oh, blah, 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 blah. That's a philosophical speculation to say chanting Coca-Cola is as great as chanting Hare Krishna. It's not realized. No, what's realized is chant Hare Krishna, experience that, and then chant Coca-Cola and see it's a mundane name. It's part of the world. And don't you want to drink that crap either. They say, oh, taste Coca-Cola. It's very sweet. Everything is a lie here. And there's lies everywhere. Deceptions. Maya, you are one big liar. And people taking shelter of you. Taking shelter of those you say represent the whole big thing. But their conceptions are diddly squat. They're not realized. The deepest devotees who have realized the deepest truths are those who chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in great ecstatic love. That is proof. If you don't do that, your realizations are going to be less. Truth or not? Your guru is going to be less. You all want lesser gurus? Well, just take one that doesn't chant the Hare Krishna mantra with great ecstatic devotion, proven in their body that they are the embodiment of that devotion. You can't fake it till you make that. It's either made or not. You're either empowered with this kind of bhakti that causes when you open your mouth to chant the Hare Krishna mantra and the tears start pouring out and the mucus starts coming out and the throbbing in the heart and the great revelations that come from that, which all these classes are made from, by the way. That's why you spend 30 days here and you're really looking for God, really sincere, you'll get it. If you're looking for something else, well, go to those who want something, for themselves. They want a big position and all that stuff. That's why ISKCON is where it is after 50 years, because of that kind of leadership. They don't have this kind of leadership. Those who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. Well, we're setting a new precedent in this world. I think this is an honest one. I think this is a clean one. I think this is beyond good. This is a real one. This is one that's going to deliver millions of people. Why not? It's the truth. Why shouldn't something great happen? Because we just depend on Krishna. I just here for pleasure, man. I just want to talk about that person that makes me cry and laugh and all that. Maybe that's insane. I don't know. But it sure does make me happy. Pretty wild show, huh, Amy?
And if this is insane, then I want to be insane. I'll take insane any day.
All right, yes. See, it's like Lord Chaitanya said. He said, Sarvabhauma. He said, I'm one madman and Sarvabhauma is another one. He took my words as truth. What is it? What's so hard about this? What are we doing? Glorifying Radha, glorifying Krishna in a real way. This is why people, they don't like it. What is this? This is too real. No, we like the softness of the flowers. The words that don't pack a punch, don't really represent the reality. You got to taste this reality to paint this picture of reality in this world. Where it becomes real for others, where they can step into it. You notice that? You step into this reality. Ooh, you are. Who is that girl that, not Cinderella, but the one that went into the how deep the rabbit hole is? Which one is that? Anybody have a memory? Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
You got to become Alice. Step into this world, man. It's a great world, man. You won't ever want to come out. Why would you? Why do you want to step into Biden's world and the world of politics, all that stuff going on? It's getting weird, man. Every day, I just keep checking the reports with one eye. And now it's getting so fucking crazy, man. Excuse my French. It is getting really crazy. They had this this is what in Yale, psychologist from a Yale University, and she was saying where I just have fantasies of killing white people. Now this is in our Yale University. People are having I heard it come from her words. I watched the video. And a lot of this stuff is happening. People are going crazy. Isn't that crazy there, Amy? Some psychologist at Yale University, you think that should be respectable, is thinking like this, having fantasies. She said, I have fantasies of killing white people. I am so angry and hate them so much. Hey, this is people. What? Go ahead. What?
Sure. Just that they want to stop hate with more hate. They just want to keep piling hate and fear on top of hate and fear and think
Yeah.
that's gonna,
Yeah.
flip the script or switch things around.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the Lord's working like that to get people's hate out or something, or craziness. It's like acted out or something, because it's really getting insane. People are getting on planes now and doing weird things. They're all taking this thing, and it's, and all the pressure. I mean, it's relentless. I look at, Biden now wants to give what's his name? Tom said Biden wants to give shots to children, babies. Can you imagine this experimental thing that's caused so many problems, so many deaths in young people getting heart problems at age, 18 because of this thing. And they keep relentlessly doing crazy things. It's insane. Yeah. It's, so it's like we're living in a world of insanity, and people are thinking this is normal, that this is right and good. So some kind of mass hypnosis, type thing going on. This shows you very powerful. The Lord's Maya is insurmountable. You can think you're intelligent and everything, but you can come under this, like this lady, this Yale University speaking like this. Why would you go to a psychologist like that? What's that going to do for you, man? That's why we make Krishna our psychologist. He's a better one, man.
There is only one solution. The hearts need to be melted. Hearts really need to be melted by this love, and then everything, the hate can disappear.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, there was actually, there's this one biography with this Clarence something or other. He's a black guy. And he was into these movements, and a lot of them are run by hatred, these kind of activist type things. Hate something. They're hating something, and they go against it. And anyway, he was part of all that. And then one day he just asked the Lord, Jesus, to come into his heart and take this hate away, and it did. And then he started acting in love, and because we need the spiritual potency, it dissolves all of that. Yeah. And the thing is, that's part of it. See, this is a great secret. This is why Paul became a great saint, was his hatred was directed at God, his envy and hatred and anger. And it actually purified him. This is Narada Muni preached the same thing, because they were wondering why. This was a story read the other day in Bhagavatam. Why was it that Shishupal entered in? Shishupal was blaspheming Krishna from his childhood. He was thinking of Krishna, but blaspheming him. Oh, Krishna, I hate that. And so he had a certain amount that he would be able to do, then Krishna would cut his head off. And so he did the last one in the Rasajuja sacrifice. And then Krishna cuts his head off. And then everybody saw the soul of Shishupal, that blasphemed Krishna, went into the body of Krishna, and he became liberated by going into his transcendental body. And everybody's wondering, why would a blasphemer go into the body? And then Narada Muni explained. He said, well, King Vena was in the Bhagavatam too, and he didn't get that liberation. He didn't get saved. And he was he was always very envious and blasphemous of Brahmins and all that. But he wasn't thinking about Krishna, and Shishupal was. So Shishupal, because he was bonded by that hatred, that's why I'm sparking fights here. If you got, indifference is slow. You'll just slowly, you'll go for many lifetimes. But hey, man, you come get one PhD that gets so angry at Gaur Haridas, where he's thinking about what we're doing. Oh my God, this guy's he's gonna realize God. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, I'm just trying to, get some connection. I don't care, hate or love, get some connection. We're here to do a job. Jesus knew that. He did the same thing. He wanted some connection. He said, hate me, go against me, or be for me, but don't be indifferent or neutral or indifferent, because I spew you out of my mouth. So he's back into the world again. So that's real. I mean, that's why the devotees polarize. We're preaching, man. I just preach the truth, man. Pisses people off, and some people love it. You notice that? It's polarized. That's why the spiritual potency is here. If this wasn't being done, you wouldn't see this. You see all people towing the line. That's why these gurus got no power. Right? That's why I just talk about it. You guys got no potency, man. You can't do this. You're so worried about what people are thinking. You're people pleasers, like Jesus said. You Pharisees, I say you sannyasis and gurus, you're people pleasers. You're afraid. You have fear. You're not interested in pleasing God. See, if you please God, you become fearless, just naturally. Because I want that connection is more important, and truth is that connection. It freed Jesus, and it freed those who believe in his word. Same thing here, man. I believe in this word. This freed me. This ecstasy and this word that comes from that has freed me, and it'll free anybody taking shelter of it. And you guys, those who have done that, know that. See? But these gurus, how much power does they're worried about, well, I don't know, what did the GBC said? I don't want to be excommunicate because I'm dependent on this building. I'm dependent on their rubber stamp to be Guru Dave. I'm dependent on my big PhD to be able to preach to intelligent people. I only preach to the most intelligent because fools can't understand. Fools that don't believe they're fools can't understand it. But those who believe know they're blind and they're fooled, and they want out. Oh, Krishna will give them ears. Yeah, I get really intelligent people. Intelligence is simply coming here and listen to these words and get your own experience of God. Say, yeah, I come here and I get a real experience of God. Now you got something to say. You notice my students and friends, they come up on Facebook. They got something to say. They got a testimony in their heart. It's bold. They got something real, not a picture. I just want to put a picture up there. Oh, I don't exist. I got nothing to say, no energy. Yeah, my Guru Dave's delivered me, but I got nothing but a picture. I'll just show the kirtans and never show any personal interaction. No face, nothing. You want to live like that, or you want to live? You want life? Come here. We'll give you a life, man. I got an unending life. I haven't even read a sentence practically. I can't even get through a sentence. There's so much life in these verses. My God, I have so much wealth here. And the Lord is giving me the inclination to discuss these things and to just relish and praise it and to relish in the ecstasy these things. That's wealth. The more of this you got, the more freedom you got, the more happiness, and the more happiness people who are looking for reality. This is real, man. This is reality. This is real Krishna consciousness that comes from bhakti. Devotion, real devotion, man. No tears, no holy laughter, no throbbing the heart, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Then you got nothing very real in your life yet. It's just a picture, just a big ceremony. It's superficial and external. You want to penetrate? You want to be penetrated? You come and listen to this word, man. Come and see these ecstatic devotees. Hang out with us. Be friends here. You have problems, call them up. Don't call your mother. Call these devotees up. They'll tell you the truth. Because Krishna tells them the truth, they'll tell you the truth. I think Amy's going to be a great counselor. What do you guys think? Isn't she adorable? Oh, what I do. Oops. Getting confused here. Too many buttons to push. Literally. Boy, are we stepping on toes today, huh? Pass some of these videos around to some of these followers of these gurus. Let's get some action, man. Let's get some contact sport.
Oh, my very friends can see it on my timeline.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. They still looking, right?
Yeah. And they write me messengers, of course.
Oh, yeah. Good. They want. See, that's good. The more they throw at you, the better. That's connection.
Yeah.
They want to see, what is this Lalita doing today? Oh, I kind of see that. Just, and they, and
emails as well.
Yeah, and you'll see it'll turn to attraction later on, and all that stuff comes out. And then they see the truth. Well, because we're just carrying the truth, man. The truth is just strong, man. Strong drink. Not everybody's ready for it, but
sometimes I'm naughty and I send the videos on their messenger.
Ooh, really get their tails rattling. Okay. Hare Krishna. So, the cow of my senses, who yearns to hear the narration of the Lord's pastimes in Gokula, has become very unhappy by wandering in the desert of my voice. I pray the merciful saintly devotees may lead that cow of to the oasis of my ears, and there feed her nectar of Lord Krishna's pastimes. It is the highest worship. At the end of night, the aggressive words of frightened Vrinda Devi and the sweet verses of the male and female parrots combine to awaken Sri Radha and Krishna. At the end of night, the aggressive words of frightened Vrinda Devi and the sweet verses of the male and female parrots combined to awaken Sri Radha and Krishna. The gopis gazed at the charming, happy couple, who suddenly became afraid when they heard the rooster kakai hati. Hey, let's chant a little bit here. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay. Yeah, I kind of got in the warrior rasa a little bit,
Bluetooth connected.
Let's try this. What is this song? This is an interesting one. Oh, it's all right, we chant a little bit here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, I love looking at you guys, man. It's so awesome, man. I could see Krishna rocking out in your hearts, man. It's amazing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Let's try a little bluegrass. Ready for some bluegrass? Or should we do some Russian stuff? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody breathe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Gauranga. Yeah. So, Amy, you want to read today something?
I'm not sure. I don't really have the material to read.
Well, what do you have? Anything? Do you have anything?
Yes, I have the Bhagavad Gita. I have the Nectar of Devotion, and I have Krishna.
You have Krishna book, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, which book do you want to read? Which one do you feel that you like to read?
I like the Nectar of Devotion. That's what I was reading.
Yeah, read that.
Okay.
All right, we got a new reader today. Are you all? I'm excited now. This is great. Got a new reader.
Okay, what do you want me to read?
What were you reading before that was interesting? You read that, whatever.
Well, I was reading this. I'm sorry. It's about, this one says the further features of ecstatic love for Krishna, but it was, this first part was expressions of love for Krishna.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting because it was showing all these like negative type emotions and like saying how that is also ecstatic love for Krishna. which I found interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, in the world, the negative, negative or positive, it's spiritual duality there in the spiritual world. So there's negative and positive here, there's negative and positive there, but it's all ecstatic and serves the pastimes. Just like here, the negative and positive serve the pastimes in the world. It makes it turn and do things. People are, I hate you, I love you, hate you, and see, negative and positive. And it causes the pastimes of Maya to turn here. So the negative and positive in the spiritual world is spiritual, and it causes the pastimes to move, but it's not like this. There, it's all full of bliss and everything. Go ahead.
Okay. Expressions of love for Krishna. There are some bodily symptoms which express overwhelming ecstatic love. They are counted at 33 as follows: disappointment, lamentation, humility, guilt, fatigue, intoxication, pride, doubt, apprehension, intense emotion, madness, forgetfulness, disease, confusion, death, laziness, inertness, bashfulness, concealment, remembrance, argumentativeness, anxiety, thoughtfulness, endurance, happiness, eagerness, violence, haughtiness, envy, impudence, dizziness, sleepiness, and alertness.
Yeah. 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 Want to say anything about that?
Well, I just found it interesting because those type of emotions, I feel like you don't really see that as being love for Krishna on the forefront of your mind, but really it is, because if everything is Krishna, everything in us is Krishna. All these emotions are for a reason. Why would we have them if it wasn't still for that love for Krishna?
Yeah.
So that's like something to try to wrap your brain around, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the idea though is they're transcendental emotions. See, they're material emotions. They're material. They're to do with it's like a ras also that people exchange. Even when like somebody dies and you think, oh, that's sadness and all that. Oh, that's a ras. That's a taste because of it being stimulated by that person's passing. See? And your attachment to them. See, so that attachment causes the material ras, but it's for the body, you notice? In that sense, it's an illusion because we're a spirit soul. We don't really die. But this keeps us in the material world, is this this bond that we have for the bodies of others, their personalities, material personalities. It's all really basically unreal. But it's made real because of that bondage, that bond of love, that attraction. See, so this is the problem. People we're just steeped in that. So the way out is associating with transcendental persons. That's why they come here, to give us. And when you start to begin to become attracted to the word, the character, because you'll see that these qualities there, the impudence, sometimes humility, sometimes pride, sometimes all these things there come through that kind of person. They're empowered with these transcendental variegated emotions, and they purifying. That's why people that come against, like, oh, that Krishna, he's so impudent. Or a devotee, the people they think even the devotees are in the mode of ignorance. Oh, they're so impudent. If they're real devotees, it's very rare to see this, by the way. Usually Vaishnavas hide, or some realize, because as soon as they show their character, it starts to cause disturbance in this world, just naturally. It's just people get upset. But if that doesn't happen at some point, there's no real purification much. Everybody's staying in this polluted association with beings that are bonded to the material energy. So that's why devotees here, when deliverance is here, and to get out of this, you see a spiritual person. They're real. They're in their soul body. They're Satchitananda in this world. See, they're Sat. Their spiritual body's active in this world, and you're seeing spiritual emotions. If they're delivering people, they show, these variegated spiritual emotions. And if you become attracted, if you say, boy, I really like I like that energy, I like that. See, then you're starting to like what is actually spiritual, and that purifies you. See? You're becoming attracted to what is spiritual. That's why Jesus had to come. That's why Lord Chaitanya had to come, why Radha and Krishna came. They're spiritual beings, and you associate with their energy, with their character, by seeing them if you were here at that time. So now we're associating with the character and the qualities of the Lord by mantra, by talking about them. This is called sadhu sangha. This is how you get connection. You got to have the head of the sadhu sangha has to start with a real devotee. See, because when they speak about Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, it's from feeling, from realization. When they chant the holy name, you see the holiness in it, the sacredness, how sacred it is to them. What is sacredness? You got to see a person who is chanting something that is sacred, the name that is sacred, and you got to see that that wow, this name is sacred to this person. It's holy. They're totally into it. That's how. Otherwise, how do you know what is really wonderful? Sacredness and holiness is wonderful. So we have to see this manifested in this world. Otherwise, people are saying, oh, what's sacred and holy to me is a relationship with my wife and my husband and my child.
Yeah.
But it's not really. It's this keeps you in the cycle of birth and death and, going cycling. See?
Mm-hmm.
When you say, no, man, my Gurudev, he's bringing forth sacredness and holiness in this world. See? And then you get the result of that faith, equal faith in Guru and Krishna. What happens? The Lord accepts you. And then you start to manifest this in the world. You teach the real path. You teach reality. You show reality in this world. And then people get purified, and start to make their way out of this illusion. This is the practical way. Otherwise, it's very slow, everything else. Deliverance is here again. We're already delivering. Already so many people are getting delivered here. And you can feel it. If you like these talks, you like these boasts that we do here. This boasting is also, people are boasting in the world, right? These gurus are also boasting, but they won't tell you. It's hypocritical. They're boasting that they're gurus, and they're doing it like this. They're called wolves in sheep's clothing. I don't go for that, man. No, I don't. I rather just see here, this is empowered boasting, man, because it's true. See? That's there, right? You're reading about boasting, right? Is in there somewhere. If it's not, it should be. That's one quality. Lord Chaitanya also boasted, and people got purified. Hey, man, he was very knowledgeable, and he defeated anybody. That's why, he was challenging. This is all transcendental. Even the devotees had a hard time to understand that at first, And but we're here to teach all these things. Yeah, challenge. You think this is mundane, this challenging? You think this is false ego? No, I challenge you guys. I challenge you. Hey, man, PhD, you come here. You see this quality? You think this is material? No. It's purifying. All of these qualities. So that's why they're in the book. You need to see that living reality in your life. Otherwise, it stays in the book. You'll just think, oh, very interesting, but is it real? I don't know. You got to meet somebody. The personification of these kind of qualities. You know, then you begin to understand, oh, wow, this is really real. And you start to feel the experience of associating with persons like that. You feel a special kind of enlivenment like the devotees do in Vrindavan. Otherwise, you don't know. You know, when you associate with a transcendental person, you start to feel like these other beings in the world once, you know, and you go through the purification to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, this stuff just is in the book. It's got here we're making it now. You're you know how when you're studying a subject and like science, you though they go through the theory and the book and all this stuff, and then you do experiments, right? And then you can really say, oh wow, it really works. This is really real. It's not just a theory in a book. You got to do they want to show you that this works. This is the kind of Krishna consciousness we're doing here. It's in that we extract from the book and say, yeah. You see, this is how it works in the world. You got to see an empowered devotee, a purified devotee, you know, with this bhakti and how they act. It's very different. You notice you see any leaders out there in ISKCON or anybody teaching like this? Is there one? They can't. It's unusual, uncommon. You know, this comes from ecstatic, intimate worship of the Lord. Then the Lord empowers this kind of teaching. He's got to do it through someone that is empowered to do it. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. You know, nobody will understand these books. These books just stay on the shelf, or you read them like as a eulogy, you know, and from your mind and intellect, and then you speculate on what it means and all that. But there's no reality. That's why it says there's the devotee Bhagavat and the book Bhagavat. See? So the book Bhagavat, the devotee Bhagavat lives their lives in terms. See, in definition of the book. The book is defined by them. They give the definitions by their word, their realized word, and by their feeling, you know, by their engagement, by their activities in this world. Otherwise, nobody will know this stuff. This Krishna conscious stuff is the deepest. This is hard for the greatest beings in the universe to understand this. This is special empowerment to do it. Yeah, you got to meet a real devotee Bhagavat, and the Lord has to say, okay, you reveal the confidential nature of this book. You be it, you show it, you demonstrate it, and you preach about it. And now people this book starts to be a reality, a living book for you. You start to enter into this reality. It becomes real for you. Like, you know, like you're reading that is like, at first you think, wow, this, you know, it's interesting, isn't it? Mm-hmm. See? But you stay here long enough, you go beyond the not only interest, experience of this. Very juicy.
And like applying it to your life.
Right? Yeah.
Applying it in a practical sense.
Yeah. Actually, it becomes kind of natural too. You just, and you start to feel the application manifesting through you. Makes it really easy. You know, it's like not like usually apply it. I got to really work to apply it, man. It's hard work to apply these things. You know, here you just come and you start to, from osmosis, it just starts to cover you. You know, you get the empowerment. Yes, seeps in, you know. Yeah, and this is the easy way. This is a fast track. You're very intelligent for coming onto this way. You know, make it very easy. Otherwise, very hard to make spiritual progress into this. You could. This is why they teaching many lifetimes before to enter into Vrindavan. But here you can do it in one life. Already, people are entering Vrindavan. That's how much potency is here. That's how much grace of Prabhupada and his blessing is here. Yeah, go ahead, read on.
Okay. All right, then it just goes into this one's the disappointment. Disappointment. When one is forced to act in a way which is forbidden, or to refrain from acting in a way which is proper, he becomes regretful and thinks himself dishonored. At that time, there is a sense of disappointment. In this kind of disappointment, one becomes full of anxiety, sheds tears, changes bodily color, feels humiliated, and breathes heavily. When Krishna, in punishing the Kaliya serpent, appeared to have drowned himself in the poisonous waters of the Yamuna, the Nanda Maharaj addressed Yasoda Devi thus, "My dear wife, Krishna has gone deep into the water, and so there is no longer any need to maintain our bodies, which are so full of sinful activities. Let us also enter into the poisonous water of the Yamuna and compensate for the sinful activities of our lives. This is an instance of severe shock, wherein the devotee becomes greatly disappointed." When Krishna left Vrindavan, Subala, his intimate friend, decided to leave also. While leaving, Subala was contemplating that without Krishna, there was no longer any pleasure to be found in Vrindavan.
And you see that practically in this world. Devotees, even by mantra and by chanting Hare Krishna and everything, the Lord sometimes appears. Where are you? Disappeared. What is my life has no meaning now? It's just natural. You feel that way. Here the Lord gives us, here you get that grace. Bhakti Lata Bij is basically you become attracted to Krishna. See? But that, and you bond with Krishna, you connect with Krishna, right? You connect. But then there is this apparent disconnect. It's like you can't find the Lord sometimes. You know, it's like, where is he? I mean, no matter what I do, I chanting this and that. Where are you? And your life feels like it has no meaning now. See, this is a symptom of love. It's just like, this is what people feel in the world. But you feel this with God. And this goes on. And then the Lord comes and, oh, it's a great appearance day of the Lord. Only the devotees here they're experiencing not just once a year appearance and then he doesn't really appear. It's just some big ceremony and a big feast. You get a bellyache from, eating too much, or a big fast, or all you do is fast and then you never feast. The feast is you get the bellyache thing. You eat too much, come on, man. No, this is what you get. Here, now, this is what the gift is, this attachment to the Lord, that causes this natural, this becomes, you'll see, Amy, so you feel like sometimes, and don't be bewildered, anybody, when you start to get attached to the Lord, because you're coming into association with ecstatic devotees. They give you a special experience of God, and then you might see the one day you start feeling, oh, disappeared. What happened? Where is he? Where is he? But that's a symptom that these Vrindavan residents feel. But then the Lord comes back. He's not like people in the world. If they disappear, sometimes they're gone forever. They're gone. They change their mind about you or they die. It's finished. See? But the Lord, this relationship, he always comes back. That's why it's here in this world. It's a reflection of what happens in the spirit. See, so this is how we get out. We got to get attached to the Lord. And then there's sometimes separation and it causes this yearning, my life. It's like a spiritual drama. It's a pastime. The devotee, and the Lord is thinking, that my devotee can't live without me. Oh, that's amazing. I can't live without them. I have to meet them also. See, can you imagine? God is like this. He's looking. This is, people don't know this kind. Our Lord actually came to reveal, who he is and who his devotees are and their relationships and all these things now. It's a great, wonderful thing, isn't it? Yeah, go ahead there, Amy.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, when Krishna left Vrindavan, Subala, his intimate friend, decided to leave also. While leaving, Subala was contemplating that without Krishna, there was no longer any pleasure to be found in Vrindavan. The analogy is given that as the bees go away from a flower that has no honey, Subala left Vrindavan when he found that there was no longer any relishable transcendental pleasure there. in Donnie Kelly Kamuda, I'm sorry, I can't say a lot of it. Srimati Radharani addresses one of her friends in this manner. My dear friend, if I cannot hear of the glorious activities of Krishna, it is better for me to become deaf. And because I am now unable to see him, it would be good for me to be a blind woman. This is another instance of disappointment due to separation from Krishna.
Yeah, and when Krishna appears to be gone from Vrindavan, then all of a sudden it's like you feel like Krishna made Vrindavan. The devotees make Vrindavan. That's why, again, people are going to Vrindavan and Vrindavan, but unless you meet a devotee they represent Vrindavan, they represent Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna, you see devotion and you see the true conception of Vrindavan manifest. And this is what real devotees want. And that's, when Lord Chaitanya manifested that, he was Radha and Krishna personified. All empowered devotees are to be like that. And when Lord Chaitanya disappeared, they thought, oh, I'm still in the same Dham. We're in Jagannath Puri, and the same people are coming and everything, but it feels like it's empty now. See, this is a symptom of separation, because the devotee was there, the Lord in that form as a devotee with the ecstatic devotion. Okay, so this is the awakening. This is what Jesus see when Jesus was here and his disciples had so much faith in him. They felt so happy. It's like they were with God. He was here in a form, embodied. And then he's saying, I'm going to go. Oh my God, this is why they were very sorrowful. And he said, well, no, this is good, because now the spirit that I got will awaken inside you also. See? And then you'll be like I am. Otherwise it stays outside. So that's the pastime before. He needed to leave, so it would cause their desire to meet with the Lord again, and he would appear from within. See, and so Lord Chaitanya did that with his devotees too. He gave them his association, and they were so happy in the association. See that connection? And then he disappeared. Took sannyas and left for 6 years. See? And it caused him, and he said, oh, don't worry, I'll never leave you now. You love me. You like me. You find happiness in my association. So I'll never leave you now. And so he left. But he didn't. He said, just do kirtan. See, engage in devotional service, and I'll be right there. See, that's what we do every day. Devotional service, sadhu sang, getting together. And the Lord appears again. Oh, back again. See, and by kirtan, even when you're alone, if you chant or something, you feel like it, you'll see the Lord. Oh, he comes and gives you. Oh, you want me? Okay, here I am. You called me. Okay. This is the power devotees get, is to call the Lord, and they come, because Radha and Krishna is their happiness. They don't have any other life. What do you Sri Krishna Chaitanya, represents a being whose life is Radha and Krishna. See, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya are the empowered forms of that. See, they're a being, a living entity whose life and soul is Radha and Krishna. This is the only way you're really going to know the real Radha and Krishna. You have to represent that. You have to represent Lord Chaitanya. You got to be the empowered form of Lord Chaitanya here. His life and soul was Radha and Krishna. Well, you got to be like that. Otherwise, nobody will know who Radha and Krishna are. You got to get it through the embodiment. See, the embodiment of Radha and Krishna. See, they dance in the hearts of their real devotees. That's why you don't think what's going on here is rare. Well, think again. Go ahead there, Amy. Sorry, I'm taking up all the... A blabbermouth.
Okay. There is a statement in the Harivamsa wherein Satyabhama, one of the queens of Krishna,
Satyabhama.
One of the queens of Krishna in Dvaraka.
In Dwarka.
Dwarka.
Okay.
Dwarka. Tells her husband, "My dear Krishna, since I heard Narada glorifying Rukmini before you, I can understand that there is no need of any talking about myself. This is an instance of disappointment caused by envy. Rukmini and I'm sorry, say it one more time. How did I say?
Satyabhama.
Satyabhama were co-wives, and because Krishna was husband of both, there naturally was some feminine envy between them. So when Satyabhama heard the glories of Rukmini, she was envious of her and thus became disappointed."
Yeah, you know, the disappointment is spiritual too. And that's why, you know, if you are envious of a devotee, ultimately that bonds you and it gets purified and becomes gold. It becomes like the pure envy of this. The disappointment, you know, it's so pure. And they're thinking like this. Oh, this Rukmini, she is so fortunate. You know, I wish I was like that. Boy, you know, I wish I was like, she is such a great devotee. See, it's comes from a naturally pure place, but it's part of the pastimes. The disappointment. Oh, what about me? You know, I would love to be like that. But the beautiful thing is, just having that desire makes you get this. If you don't have this desire, that's why we sit there. Lalita Ganga will sit there and eat a big feast right in front of everybody. You know, sit there tasting this nectar in the name and crying and laughing and all that stuff. And the audience is they're like disappointed. Like it's maybe not everybody, but some people might, maybe sometimes you'll feel a ras of disappointment. Like, oh, she is so fortunate. She can taste this nectar. Oh, when will be the day when I can also cry and laugh like that? Does anybody relate to that? See, that's the pure. See, now you're entering into the spiritual world. You know. Okay, go ahead, Amy.
In the 10th canto, 51st chapter, verse 47 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is this statement: "My dear Krishna, I cannot say that it is only other people who are implicated in material existence, because too..."
We just got a request. Can you read slower?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay.
Start again there.
All right. In the 10th canto, 51st chapter, verse 47 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is this statement: "My dear Krishna, I cannot say that it is only other people who are implicated in material existence, because I too am much entangled with the bodily concept of life. I am always too anxious about my family, home, wife, wealth, land, and kingdom. And because I have been so maddened by this material atmosphere, I am thinking now that my life has been simply spoiled. This statement is an instance of disappointment caused by lamentation." According to Bharata Muni, this disappointment is inauspicious. But there are other learned scholars who have accepted such disappointment as being in the mood of neutrality, and as being a I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't say this right now. Preservative of ecstatic love.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Lamentation. When one is unsuccessful in achieving his desired goal of life, when one finds no fulfillment in his present occupation, when one finds himself in reversed conditions, and when one feels guilt, at such a time one is said to be in a state of lamentation. In this condition of lamentation,
see, lamentation in the world is a different type. Lamentation is painful. It's a ras. Everything, you got to understand, everything in the world is object and it's attraction. We're like devotees. See, devoted, devotion, devoted. What are you devoted to? In the world, there's objects. In lamentation, the object goes again. And oh, where is it? Oh, I lost my money. I lost my wife. I lost my job. See, it causes this feeling, this bond. See, and then you get to experience this sadness, and it's, you ask anybody, you like sadness, you like being bereft of your money, or your friends, or your family, or your dad died. Do you like that, Ross? Well, you got to drink it because you're attached. You're here in the world, right? You get attached there. See? So the way out is the devotees give their association in this world, and then you start to feel this bond with the Lord, like you did with the children and the money and all that. Now you get the access. See, now you get the access code to this bond with the Lord. And it feels so good. Oh, wow. You actually feel this transcendental bond. And it's a ras. It's like, it's real love. It's devotion. This comes into its feelings to the point of tears. And ecstatic feelings, raptures. And then you now, and then there's the disappointment. Sometimes you're trying to connect with that. See, the spiritual master in that Sri Guru song, Sri Guru Vandan, is the spiritual master. Oh no, in Samsara Dava song, that one. The spiritual master is always hankering to taste. See, hankering. Sometimes it's hard, can't taste a drop, but wants that. It's their life. They know it. Sometimes in the afternoon, I try to chant. No matter what, it's like the door is closed. I can't open it. And it's like disappointment, just naturally. And I'm waiting. When is Krishna coming? I know the morning time. Oh, yeah. Let's get this sleep business over with so we can meet the Lord. So he'll come, and then, So this is all transcendental. It's either this or that. So you choose. Now there's a choice. You want a lot of lamentation, man? Well, just stay with the material ras in the world. Watch all these things being taken away that you're attached to. Well, you're going to see your freedom. Oh, freedom. People attached. I'm also, I like, being able to go wherever I want and all that. And that's might be restricted more. It's all these lockdowns. Oh, these poor, what do you call Australians, man, they get locking down. If they get one case, lock them down, man. See, take your freedom away, and then the lamentation starts. That's why we have all these protests and everything. They're free. People's freedoms are being taken away now. They're protesting it. We don't want our freedom. It's basically a cry of lamentation. See? Anyway, you get more and more free of that. Because, even devotees, they could be in a jail cell, and because they're feeling this union and separation with the Lord and these transcendental rasas, they're okay. They'll make, they're okay. They don't get a big mental problem or saying, I want to check out of this world. I want to leave. Yeah. See, that's, so when that happens to devotees here, sometimes they, I just want to leave. Get me out of here. No, what you want to really leave is the false ego. That's giving you a problem here. That's all. That's why I encourage people, just stick it out. Just stay and get it. It'll burn up. All that false identification that's making you miserable. See, I want to just get out. Yeah, you actually want to get out of the false ego. That's what you want to get out of. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay. Lamentation. When When one is unsuccessful in achieving his, did I read this already?
Read
No.
it again.
When one is unsuccessful in achieving his desired goal of life, when one finds no fulfillment in his present occupation, when one finds himself in reverse conditions, and when one feels guilt, at such a time one is said to be in a state of lamentation. In this condition
So
of
that's what
lamentation,
you're going. That's what you're going to experience here. This is making this transition into this thing. You're going to feel sometimes really like, wow, God is here, and the fireworks are going off and everything. And then sometime it's just like, where are you, Krishna? Like this. But this is all spiritual. You're being transformed into a spiritual reality. You're being like the devotees there. See, and then after a while, even the lamentation becomes ecstatic. It's like you look forward to it. Wow. You know, because it's like, oh yeah, this is going to deepen my relationship with the Lord. You know? So yeah, and a lot of people misunderstand that because they call anthropomorphize it. They see people in the world, and then they see devotees in these different states, and they think, why would I want to be a devotee? I don't want to go through that. That's like iron. That's painful. Yeah. No, it's just the spiritual counterpart of that is ecstatic. It's all ecstasy, you know, at this point. So anyway, we're here to help the devotees make this transition, so you can become a souped up man or woman, you know. Okay? So otherwise, you got to be both human and divine in this. This is the way it is. You're human. You're in a human body and all that stuff, but the divinity is activated inside. That's our work here. Activate the divinity in people, so you can exchange these transcendental rasas with Krishna. This is now we're nectar devotion. This is the actual teaching here. You have to get experience too, right? You got to experience this relationship. You got to feel it, man. You got to feel what it is to have a spiritual feeling. Otherwise, you can't know it just from the book. You notice how you kind of on the outside right now, a little bit. And then gradually it becomes, oh, yeah, I can relate to this. See, you have relation. Okay? Then when you speak about it, people start to get it too. You know, you start to help manifest that reality so they can enter into it. They see that, oh, this is real. It's not some fairy tale or some idea of some book, you know. You got to see this. You got to see devotees in this kind of relationship. Okay? And then, you know, those who are inspired, they can also come along. Hey, you guys are coming along. It's great to have company. It's fantastic. Thank you for the company.
Thank you.
Now we got more crazy people going to Vrindavan.
Normal is boring anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's boring, man. Normal classes, normal Vaishnavas, normal gurus. Oh, no. I take that as a compliment when that Belgium guru said, that Guru Haridas, he's abnormal. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the compliment. You're right. We're above see, ab is above normal. See, that's what I see it. Abnormal, above normal. Yeah, that's right. You got to be above normal. We don't want to.
We already know what the normal looks like, and we don't want to be part of that.
No, we don't like that new normal either. The new normal, screw that. This is the new normal. You want a new normal? This is great, man. This is win-win for everybody. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay.
Lay it on us.
In this condition of lamentation, one becomes questioning, thoughtful, tearful, regretful, and heavy-breathed. His bodily color changes and his mouth becomes dry. One aged devotee of Krishna addressed him in this way. My dear Krishna, O killer of the demon Agha, My body is now.
This dryness is an important thing here. Before I forget, I'm going to get jumping on this. See, his mouth becomes dry. This is very significant. Lalita Ganga picked it up. I mean, you're chanting, see, dry. It's not. Where's that wine, man? That new wine. Where's that? Come on, man. I'm trying, man. I'm gonna wet my whistle, Lord.
Sweetness.
Yeah, where's that sweetness in the chant? You know, somebody can't taste a drop. See, so that's, you know, these are, and but then it comes, you know, it just, you know, yeah, just, yeah. But this is significant. Don't think that, oh, now I lost it forever. This is what people do. You lose forever things here. You lose your wife. Oh, I lost my taste. You know, I used to enjoy thinking about her. Now she's gone. You know, or she becomes old, or he becomes old. They're not so interesting anymore. Okay, go ahead.
One aged devotee of Krishna addressed him in this way. My dear Krishna, O killer of the demon Agha, my body is now invalid due to old age. Invalid due to old age.
Yeah.
I cannot speak very fluently. My voice is faltering. My mind is not strong, and I am often attacked by forgetfulness. But, my dear Lord, you are just like the moonlight, and my only real regret is that for want of any taste for your pleasant shining, I did not advance myself in Krishna consciousness. This statement is an instance of lamentation due to one's being unable to achieve his desired goal. One devotee said, this night I was dreaming of collecting various flowers from the garden, and I was thinking of making a garland to offer to Krishna. But I am so unfortunate that all of a sudden my dream was over, and I could not achieve my desired goal. This statement is an instance of lamentation resulting from non-fulfillment of one's duties. When Nanda Maharaj saw his foster son, Krishna, embarrassed in the sacrificial arena of Kamsa, he said, how unfortunate I am that I did not keep my son bolted within a room. Unfortunately, I have brought him to Mathura, and now I see that he's embarrassed by this giant elephant named Kuvalaya. It is as though the moon of Krishna were eclipsed by the shadow of the earth. This is an instance of lamentation caused by reversed conditions.
Yeah, that's like something gets in the way also. The earth gets in the way. Earthly duties sometimes, you know, and it's like that earth causes that disconnection from Krishna. Maybe you even eat too much, you know, see, something to do with the, you know, or something, you know, could be some worldly duties or some, the earth gets in the way of that connection. And it causes a bit of a lamentation sometimes.
Okay. In the 10th canto, 14th chapter, verse 9 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a statement by Brahma. My dear Lord, just see my impudence. You are the unlimited, the original personality of Godhead, the super soul, and you rule over the most perfect illusory energies. You just see my impudence. I wanted to supersede you by my own personal power, and I was very puffed up with this tiny power of mine. Just as a simple spark from a fire cannot do any harm to the fire, so my bewildering potency was completely unsuccessful in thwarting your superior illusory power.
Yeah, you know, this is what people are doing in the world. They're trying to surpass their obstacles by their own strength, by their own ideas and their own influence. They can't do it. It's the illusory potency. None of these rich guys, these big puffed up rich persons and all this, all their wealth and everything, they're just entangled in it. See, Krishna, taking shelter of Krishna's transcendental potency is the way to do it, because it's his energy, you know, and we take shelter of that energy, that potency, those pastimes, those names, those qualities. We surpass the illusory energy that way. It's by surrender to that. Surrendered. See, all surrendering to a spiritual master, a real guru, is you're just surrendering to what they've surrendered to. You're surrendering to what they believe in, what they experience. You're surrendering because that's all they're preaching to you. They're just teaching you about what is transcendental. And when you listen and give respect there, now you're starting to surrender to the real Krishna, because people don't know what is the real Krishna. These gurus don't know what is the real. They cannot present to you Shuddha Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti is the real Krishna. Satchidananda is the real Krishna. You got to be an ambassador of that in this world. See, and if you don't receive the ambassador of Satchidananda when they're in this world and preaching it and manifesting it and teaching all about it, see, well, then you're trying to surpass the material energy of illusory energy on your own. See, the devotee and Jesus and Lord Chaitanya, they're real followers. Real followers. They've surpassed the energy by surrendering to Shuddha Bhakti. They experience that. They know what it is, to the point they can actually share that conception of Shuddha Bhakti, Satchidananda, with others. Matter of fact, you can just see it in them. You can see it manifested. What is going on here? Okay. Add to the stream. There we go. Yeah, you can see it manifesting in them. They're the embodiments of that. See, that's how you get in touch with reality. You got to see reality first. Otherwise, you've never seen reality. You know, you're seeing people representing the illusion on every levels, even in religion, even up in these, in the ISKCONs and all that. They're all representing some level of the illusion. They can't surpass it until they surrender to the representative of Shuddha Bhakti, of Satchidananda in this world. They'll never, because it's only by surrender. All I'm doing, I'm just presenting what I'm surrendered to. That's all you're getting. See, and if you say, yeah, very good, I also want to surrender to that. Okay, then we're a family. Then we go back to Godhead together. Otherwise, nobody knows what is transcendental. That what is transcendental is where the Lord is working in his real manifestation in this world. See, but those persons are Holy Spirit filled. They carry the Holy Spirit, holy emotions, spiritual emotions that you're reading about there, Amy, in that book. Okay? This is holy feelings. This is what the Lord brought to the people in this world, is to see and to also get. See, that liberates us. We become part of the spiritual family. Go ahead, Amy. Sorry to interrupt. I'm not sorry. Just barge right in.
Okay. I think I read. Therefore, I find, just as a simple spark from a fire cannot do any harm to the fire, so my bewildering potency was completely unsuccessful in thwarting your superior illusory power. Therefore, I find myself to be most insignificant and think of myself as a most useless person. This statement by Brahma is an instance of lamentation caused by committing an offense.
And that's the truth of the matter anyway. Everybody's a useless person. If you're trying to overcome the illusory energy on your own, you're stupid. It's loose. You're dumb. You're useless. You don't have any use much in this world. So you want to be useful, become a real devotee. Learn what that is. Learn how to take shelter of the real God. You know, God means great mystery. Well, can you come here? You're going to have that mystery revealed. See, therefore you have real knowledge. Real knowledge is how to take shelter of Krishna. And so you can abandon religion and all their material motivation leaders, you know, who have they can't surpass the illusory energy because they're materially motivated still. You know, and they can't bring their disciples, of course, beyond that either. The best they can do is be a big Brahmin and follow principles and fast and actually do a good job of it. Become materially charismatic and a nice speaker and everything. Take a Tony Robbins seminar and become a guru, Dave. That's all you can do, the best. And then people come and everybody, the blind leading the blind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, this is the way you come when Satchidananda is being presented in this world and taught about and shown. Satchidananda is a devotee chanting the holy name with great ecstatic love. The holy name is the chit, the truth about God, which comes from Ananda, right? Radha knows God because of Ananda. He knows Krishna more than Krishna alone. That's why he wants to be around happy persons like Radharani. That's why, God, you don't want to be around happy persons here? You know, we got the happiness that Krishna is looking for. Can you imagine? We got the happiness Krishna's looking for. This bhakti is here, and you don't care about it? Huh, what kind of PhD you got? Pooey. I'm so bad. Oh, am I sparking a fight? Pooey. What is PhD? You don't care about what Krishna cares about? This devotion he cares about. Every day. It's all over the place here. Don't believe me? Watch Lalita Ganga chant. Look at watch those tears in that laugh. She's laughing at you guys. She's laughing at the PhDs out there. That's what it is. Krishna's in her heart is laughing at those guys. He's laughing at Jaipataka if he doesn't cry tears like that. He's laughing at Radhanath, his humble pie and all that. He's laughing at those guys. If they don't laugh like that, and I don't think they do, I don't think they cry like she cries either. And I think Krishna in her is laughing at them all. Saying, what are you guys doing? Don't you want to surpass illusion? Go over there and look at one of Lalita Ganga's videos and see what is real in this world. See reality. Get a taste for reality, man. See the real goal of life manifested in this world. Otherwise, you don't know. What do you think the goal is? To Varnashram Dharma? You think the goal is to be a big guru, a big sannyasi with a stick prancing around the stage and getting a high seat? You think that's the goal of Krishna consciousness? No, the goal is Lalita Ganga there and Johans, when the spiritual manifestation of love manifesting in you. That's the goal of life, the fructification of love of God. That's here. That's our work. That's our play. We're playing our way to Vrindavan. And this play, just fun, man. I just love saying poo-pooing these guys. It's the truth, man. Hey, man, if you don't like it, what good is your PhD there? You don't like the truth? You don't like the truth that this bhakti is supreme? This bhakti is Krishna's happiness, and this is where Krishna comes because he sees real bhakti here? Hey, you don't like that? Hey, your PhD? I'll throw it in the mud. If you don't like this, you don't have any real knowledge. What are people going to you to learn something? This is what you learn, to learn what Krishna's happiness is. And you can see it here. You can feel it here. You can know it here. See? Go, Haridas, you're so proud. You're right. I'm proud of Krishna's happiness. I know. I'm proud of knowing what Krishna's happiness. I'm proud of revealing it without any fear, boldly.
It's Krishna's proud.
Yeah.
Krishna is proud.
This is what they're talking about in the book. You got to see this. All these so-called negative feelings, pride, ooh, challenge, ooh, chivalry. I challenge you to a duel. Bring your PhD. I'll bring my degree here with you. No, I won't even bother with it. I'll send my champions. I'll send you Johan. He'll talk to you. He's been wanting to talk to you guys for a long time. So I throw the gauntlet down, man. Hey, man, you bring your PhD over here, and we'll bring our degree. We won't tell you what that is until you come face it. Then we'll show you that degree. We'll show you a degree of something you've never seen in your life, something that Prabhupada was hiding in his room that you couldn't go in. He wouldn't even let you in there, you you big gurus out there. I'll show you.
He was enjoying himself.
He was enjoying Krishna, man. That's the thing. He was enjoying Radha, and Krishna was enjoying being with them. He loves being around his devotees because they're enjoying what he enjoys. I enjoy Radha's company. Don't you, Lalita? Don't you like Radha's company? And automatically Krishna comes around. The truth comes around. You automatically, oh, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. This is the life we got. This is the real life. You show us what's more Krishna conscious than what's going on here. What's more real like the book. All these things she's reading, you seeing right here. Okay? The Lord wants to say, oh, I don't want you to just read the book. I want to manifest it in the devotees here. Yeah, make it embodied in the body, man. Not in the book also, but also in the book and in the body. We use the book to confirm our experiences, to confirm that this isn't false ego, this isn't material, this challenging, what do you call, I forgot what that is. Anyway, these kinds of moods. They're moods. They're mood to preach Krishna consciousness. They're the moods to preach the truth and to show the truth. Otherwise, nobody knows what is truth. They don't know what spiritual duality is. A lot of people still don't know. A lot of these Mayavadis think, what do you know? What? Spiritual duality? There's none of that. That's not real. There's only oneness. Oh, there's no spiritual duality? You watch. You come here, watch us chant Hare Krishna. I'll show you spiritual duality. I'll show you there's devotion, and then there's God, and there's devotion to God. That's spiritual duality. What, being God, is it? No. There's a relationship. Love is a relationship. Even in this world, love is a relationship, right? It's between a beautiful man or a beautiful woman. And vice versa, together. It takes two to tango. Takes two to love. Well, this has to be with the Lord, and that's eternal. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay. Humility. A sense of weakness caused by distress, fear, or offensiveness is called humility. In such a humble condition, one becomes talkative, small in heart, dirty in mind, full of anxiety, and inactive.
Say that one again, that sentence again.
Oh. In a sense of weakness caused by distress, fear, or offensiveness is called humility. In such a humble condition, one becomes talkative, small in heart, dirty in mind, full of anxiety, and inactive. In the 10th canto, 51st chapter, verse 57 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is the following statement by King Makukunda. My dear Lord, because of my bad deeds in the past, I am everlastingly aggrieved. I am always suffering from my desires, but still my senses are never satisfied with material enjoyments. Somehow or other, By your grace, I am now in a peaceful condition because I have taken shelter of your lotus feet, which are always free from all lamentation, fear, and death.
See, people don't know how to take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet very clearly. They think by name only. Oh yeah, the ceremony, going to the temple of the deity, I'm taking shelter. Okay, that's fine. But really taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet is Satchidananda. See, you gotta taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet is real, is a very substantial. You got to see where is Satchidananda in this world and take shelter there. See, that's why it said that you need a bona fide spiritual master, is they represent Satchidananda. If you don't do that, you're not really knowing really what taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, nor will you feel the result of that. The result of that is wonderful when you do. The result of that is a Lalita Ganga and a Johan, isn't it? You know, they're taking shelter. They say, "Oh yeah, this Satchidananda here. This is this is my path. This is real. This is my life and soul. My guru represents this." And you see on and on and on. Therefore, Krishna, therefore he gives you that such experience of Satchidananda. You become a manifestation of it. You see, you went in the door. The bona fide spiritual master is the door. What happens? What Jesus taught becomes your life. You go in the door and you become the shepherd of the sheep. You know what that statement is by your experience, because you went in the door. You're an example. You're in the line, the real line. Otherwise, those guys are not doors. If they're not manifesting Satchidananda in this world, you go in there and you don't get this. You don't know what you're not a personification of the realization of these books, of these scriptures. That's what it's all about, to be embodied scripture in this book. It's got it written all over your body, these scriptures. People look at you, they see the book. They look at the book, they see the devotee, because they're manifest. Otherwise, you don't see anything. You're seeing the illusion or some level of it. You're seeing gurus who have not realized the truth. Oh yeah, I'll take you to Vrindavan, but they can't.
Dry branches have no fruit.
What are they saying? They're saying, yeah, we represent Krishna, the Krishna conscious movement. Yeah, really? Are you Vrindavan in person? You know, what is this? The devotee said, hey man, when Krishna leaves Vrindavan, then it's like empty. Are you that person empowered by that Krishna potency? You know, Ananda and Chit knowledge of it? Is it in your body to the point of tears and the ecstatic relish? If not, you don't really represent Krishna. Sorry. Nice try. Ready to come out of the sandbox? Ready to stop playing doctor, guru, follower of a false acharya, an idol? That's all you are, idols. You're just idling your time. You guys are slow. You're so slow in your advancement. I'm not saying you're not making any. At least you're in name. You got the name. Eventually you're going to get it. Someday you're going to, if you don't get it now, being slapped with the truth. We're just slapping you all the time, beating you with the fists of truth. You don't get it in some life, you will get it. And just because you have faith in Prabhupada and his books and Krishna's name and ceremonies and his deity, someday you're going to get it more quick than most people. At least you have this. Prabhupada knew that. He said, happy, oh yeah, you just take it, you know, and this Krishna kind of the Varnashram Dharma, and you'll get a human birth at least. Yeah, he's happy there. I ain't happy with that. Prabhupada put something more in my heart, man. I want people to go all the way. That's my reality. I want a lot of people's reality, if not everybody's. Kind of like Vasudeva. Vasudeva wanted to deliver the whole universe. That's what I want to see, Krishna. I want to see this whole universe rocking and rolling in your spiritual potency. Is that too much to ask? I know it's a big thing, but he said it's a small thing to him. Okay, this is a small thing. I think from now on, I think we need to deliver the whole universe. Why not? You know, yeah, come on, man. Get him back out of here. Make Tom suffer for many lifetimes. He'll do it. I ain't going to do that. Make Tom suffer. Let him play his guitar in hell for many, many millions of billions of years, and liberate the world. You're okay with that, Tom, aren't you? Let the whole world be delivered, but you'll suffer in hell like Vasudev Dutt wanted, right? I ain't gonna do that. Oh, gee whiz, no. only Vasudev Dutt and Tom can do this, something like that. I'm actually a scaredy cat. I'm worse than Sachi. I don't want to suffer in hell.
Neither.
Oh Lord, let me go back to Godhead. Go ahead there, Amy. We're getting some good ammunition here.
All right. My dear Lord, because of my bad deeds in the past, I am everlasting. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I read this. Somehow or another, by your grace, I am now in a peaceful condition because I have taken shelter of your lotus feet, which are always free from all lamentation, fear, and death. Oh, Supreme Protector.
You got to feel that, man. You know, when you take shelter of the real feet of Krishna, you feel that, man. Free of death, man, lamentation, material lamentation. You know, it's so wonderful. We're offering that to people, the real feet of the Lord. This is our work, man, our play. This is the order of Prabhupada. Offer the feet of the real Krishna now. Show them that the real Krishna is beyond Varnashram Dharma. Teach them Chaitanya Leela principles. Show them that Lord Chaitanya said he rejected Varnashram Dharma as material. No, that's external bhakti. Tell me something more. Well, this is what you're getting, something more, right? Yes or no? Isn't there something more than that? So what's the fault here? We're telling you something more, telling you exactly what, you know, how you guys that are, Varnashram Dharma, these, following principles and all that. Yes, you're reading the books. How come you don't see this? How come I see this? See, I like the best. I like what Lord Chaitanya wanted more. I want more. Yeah, why aren't you greedy like the Lord? Do you want to be? Come listen to this. We'll show you what the Lord, don't you want to you're imitating gurus, you're imitating followers of false acharya. Why don't you imitate Lord Chaitanya's mood to want more? You're great at imitating gurus, and representatives of spiritual Vrindavan, Satchidananda, that you don't have. You're a great imitator of that. Well, maybe not so great in my eyes, but in their eyes. And you're great, Gurudev, deliver me. You're a great imitator of a follower of a false acharya that you think is a real acharya. Very great. How about imitating now Lord Chaitanya's mood? That's all external bhakti. Okay? Imitate that greed. You come here, we'll get you we'll whip you up into shape. We'll make you a real soldier in Vrindavan. Marching to the real Vrindavan, quickly, running, with wings on your heels, like Apollo. Go ahead, Amy.
O Supreme Protector, O Supreme Soul, O Supreme Controller, kindly give me your protection. I am so much embarrassed. This statement by Mukunanda is an instance of humility resulting from a severely miserable condition of material existence.
See, and that's why people begin to worship the Lord, is they're in that, they see, this is miserable, this material existence, man. Lord, can you give me shelter? That's why you see people come here like Amy. You know, Amy, she did all these things and was kind of distraught and said couldn't get real pleasure from anything. And the story she told me, you know, is just like, and was looking, well, where is something real? Is there God? Well, I want God, you know, and not knowing where to go and everything. See, and then the guide comes. Isn't that amazing how Krishna does that? The guide appears. See, this is why Prabhupada said, you know, once this devotee showed up at his doorstep. And he was going to India to find a bona fide guru, you know, and the plane had to stop in New York. And Lord Prabhupada was in a park. And the guy thought, oh, let me go to the park for a while. I got a long delay in the plane. And he goes and he listens to kirtan, and then he talks to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, yeah, how you doing? Where are you going? He said, well, I'm going to India to find a guru. The guy showed he had some greed, some desire. I'm going to India to find a real guru. And Prabhupada said, no, don't worry about that. He says, when the student is ready, the master will appear. He said like that. Didn't say you know, but he just said it like that. He said, oh, you don't have to, don't worry, the guru will find you. And so that's what happened. It's a mutual thing. You see, Prabhupada was there and available. And he was looking, and then they met. It's the way it is. When that desire is ready and ripe, you meet the real guru. You really want God, you'll show up with the real spiritual master. But they're rare. This one, they're Satchidananda. They know the real God. They know the real face of the Lord. See? And not how many people know the real face of the Lord. Come on, man. Very real. The real face is this Ananda, man, this ecstatic worship. Yeah, and these truths you hear every day. Already 3 hours. The last I looked, it was like 1 hour. I thought, oh boy, it's, you know, now all this 2 more hours. See? Yeah. See, this is reality, real, man. We're here to bring reality to people, man. Ananda, that's real, man. There's nothing more real than that. That substance you think a nuclear bomb is powerful. This Ananda, man, this ecstasy. Oh, man, the nuclear bomb won't liberate anybody. It just gets you into another body. This gets you into another body, but it's spiritual. Forever. Poor Karuna, he can't stay on. He keeps falling off. Well, look at this. When Srila Prabhupada's Murti came to my house shortly after I came in contact with Gurudev. That's nice. Oh, yeah, we got some comments here. Let's read them here a little bit. Let's keep up with our continuity here. Upendra says, Gurudev, it would be good if you said bring Maya rather than PhD to you. Then you will show us defeating Maya comes around you. Hare Krishna. Does anybody want to interpret that? I don't understand what he's talking about. Try again. Yeah, see, corporate ISKCON. See, there's 2 corporations here. 3. There's 3 corporate. One is in the world. They have their own corporation, right? Actually, United States is a corporation. You know, it's not real. It's not a republic. I found that out in 2020. So we got 3 corporations. We got the World Corporation, you know, all run by the Rakshasas. Prabhupada said it's managed by Rakshasas. The corporation's managed by these Rakshasas. So we got that, right? Then we got the corporation, the ISKCON corporations. See, they're incorporated. They got their little group. See? And then Krishna has his corporation, the real one. See, we got a corporation here. See? Cooperation. Corporation, cooperation. See, a body of beings cooperate. What are we cooperating? We're on the page, Krishna's revealing himself, Satchidananda. He's revealing our eternal relationships with him. You notice many devotees know who they are in the relationship with Krishna. I'm a gopi, I'm this, I'm that. Okay? So we got a cooperation of a corporation of cooperative persons. We know or are in the process of knowing our relationship with Krishna Vrindavan. Okay? Because we're here. This is more real Krishna consciousness than you're going to ever see, man. Generally they're not showing you the real the Krishna corporation. We're in cooperation and corporation to what is it? What is our business? Yeah, bringing people to Vrindavan, the real Vrindavan. See? So we're in cooperation with that. That's why I say be part of this cooperation. We're not here doing the Varnashram Dharma. We're going to the next stage and bringing people there. Okay, go ahead there, Amy. Actually, everybody chant for a minute. Let me go take a leak here. And don't make any joke about that there while I'm gone, Corinna. Otherwise, I'll spank you. Intermission.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yay!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Hare Hare.
Amy's a wiggler. Yeah. Hey, Amy, you got Bhagavad Gita there too?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you read some of that?
Okay. Okay. What would you like me to read?
Chapter 10.
Chapter 10. Okay, I'm on chapter 10. That's funny.
Perfect.
Well, I'm on text 12 to 13. That's what I opened up to. But which ones do you want me to read?
First one.
The first one. Okay. Sorry. Okay. The opulence of the absolute. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna. Because you are my dear friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained." Purport. The word Bhagavan is explained thus by Parasara Muni, one who is full in 6 opulences, who has full strength, full fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation, is Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mm-hmm. While Krishna was present on this earth, he displayed all 6 opulences. Mm-hmm. Therefore, great sages like Parasara Muni have all accepted Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now Krishna is instructing Arjuna in more confidential knowledge of his opulences and his work.
Yeah, previously, a lot of people think that the opulences of Krishna is, he's got all fame, or say all wealth. He's so much wealth, very wealthy. They think it's money. No, his real opulence is his devotees. His real opulence is devotion. Real opulence is the truth. All these, the eternal truth, understanding everything. Yeah. See, you're wealthy. That's your real wealth because that's eternal. That stays with you forever. So that's and fame that comes from that. See, there's people that are famous in the world, but what are they famous for? They're not famous because of the opulence of devotion. So this is why most people don't know what real fame is. They're bewildered by the infamous. These gurus, I'm telling you, I don't care, but I'm just trying to help them. Otherwise they're just going to take another birth. They have an opportunity now. They ain't famous. They're only famous amongst people who don't know what real fame is. Real fame is because, famous is Lalita Ganga or Johan or River or anybody that's getting bhakti or anybody. You're famous. You become famous here in the eyes of Krishna, even if you follow people like this. Even if you give respect to people like this, automatically the Lord thinks, oh, you're really an important person. You know where I'm working. Nobody does. Not even Trump knows that right here in the midst of him is God that he's worshiping, that Biden is not worshiping because he's, what he is, is working here. That Lord that these Krishna gurus and their followers are worshiping is living amongst us, man. The living God. What do you think Christians would just mean? That's just a word? No, you feel the God is living here, man. Strong, powerful, ecstatic. Yeah, this is real. This is the fame that comes from that. See, now you see people that come here for a while, they say, hey, my Gurudev is famous. You could see, I ain't telling you, this is your realization. That's why I say you just come and you listen and you find out who's behind these words. You find out who's behind this ecstasy. And then you see, well, my Gurudev's famous, man, because Radha's living in his body. The truth comes from his mouth. That means God is there. Oh man, he's under the shelter of the most famous person in the world. That's true. And I'm not. You think I'm just here for me? I already got that. I'm here to make you guys famous too. That's my work, my play, my order. Hey man, Lord, you're going to be famous. Already people becoming famous. That's the whole, it's win-win here, man. Not just the whole, the Lord's like that. The Lord is the most famous, right? He wants to make his devotees famous, right? That's what he does. Why should I be any different? And the whole world, they don't know this simple stuff. They think this is false ego. No, this is called truth, man. The truth is, anybody who has devotion to Krishna is the most famous in the eyes of God and his real representatives. Otherwise, whose opinion is of any value? Really? It's all illusion. All these guys, it's just all a big show. The whole world of Maya in religion too. These, real fame is persons who have devotion awakened in their heart because they got the real God. Only they got the real God. No devotion, no real Lord. You don't even know what the Lord is about. It's hidden for you. You're just one of those in Bhagavad Gita, one of those zillions of souls that are inside the body of God, but he's not in you. See? The devotional potency has to be in you. Now we're talking something real. That was all illusion. Go ahead there, Amy.
Previously, beginning with the 7th chapter, the Lord has already explained his different energies and how they are acting. Now in this chapter, he explains his specific opulences to Arjuna. In the previous chapter, he has clearly explained his different energies to establish devotion in firm conviction. Again in this chapter, he tells Arjuna about his manifestations and various opulences.
Yeah, like devotion. From devotion, this opulence of devotion, this is real opulence, comes real knowledge. See, he's got all knowledge. Devotees have access to the essence of all knowledge. The essence of all knowledge is the scripture. This is the hearts of his real devotees poured out into these truths. See, so all real knowledge comes from that's real knowledge. They see the Lord has that, and devotees have that because they've taken shelter of the real Lord. They're in that effective stage. They're not just study knowledge. That's okay. You know, you study about Krishna and all that, but that's not real knowledge. Look at all these people. They're singing Shri Guru Charana Padma. See, they got that knowledge there, but they don't understand it because their gurus are not that. Their gurus are not the embodiments of that kind of knowledge that comes from devotional mellows, you know, ecstatic love, you know, from them, from prema. See, so there, you're not in real knowledge. You're in real knowledge when you're in real knowledge. See, real knowledge is being here. You're in real knowledge, real experience here. See, now this is the door. You got to go in the door of real knowledge. See, then you face where the Lord is working to deliver you. This is why you think. Why do you think that Krishna's going around? Oh, Jesus came to deliver us. He came to deliver us. He delivered us. Okay? So when you're delivered, you know, hey man, you went in the door. You know, this is deliverance. Sadhu Sangha, come to Sadhu Sangha. We have so many people that have gotten this mercy, this potency. You get even 2 people. We got more than that here. What a shelter that is. Oh my God. What a bosom to be in. See, you got to be in the big breasts of devotion. That's why you see the acharyas, the Vishwanath, always talking about the breasts of the devotees. The breast is this bhakti, man. It's a great pillow. Isn't that pillow soft? Devotion, bhakti, ecstasy. Okay? It's the real flesh, the flesh of God. See, you got to learn. See, you come in this, we're into that flesh. The fleshy things, that all goes sometime, you know, it doesn't last very long. See, we get people's attention here. Oh, what is Gohar saying now? Yeah, well, that's very true what we're saying here. We got to get your attention here. Everybody's, you know, sex. Oh yeah, tits. You know, and even women like breasts. You know, don't they? Oh, she's got some great breasts. They appreciate firm. You know? Yeah. Well, you know, it's all related to Krishna's. You know, it's all to the devotion. You know, isn't it funny that the gopis, they represent female. They're female. See, and they breasts. See the breasts, and they're, you know, the breast is in the chest. Isn't that funny? The chest. Where's the chest? The heart.
Yeah.
See, and Krishna. You notice he's sucking on the breasts. What's he sucking there? You think it's just milk? It's bhakti. It's coming from he's sucking the devotion. You know, the mother Yashoda. He's living on devotion. Milk. You know, milk's always. It's the devotion that she has. She's, you know, this is, yeah. See, so yeah, this is not, this is transcendental. This is why this other thing represents what's really spiritual. So we're actually looking for this. This is last forever. It's not and it's not a sexual thing of the sex thing is below, is the lower chakra is to propagate, you know, and the Lord gives pleasure to, otherwise we wouldn't be doing it. Why would you have any reason, you know, you're not attracted by lust or anything to propagate the human race. I mean, that's what it's about. We're here, right? See, so it's natural. Okay? But that represents ultimately the spiritual body. So the spiritual body has a transcendental relationship. That's, you could say it's sexual, but it's not. It's sensual, but it's not. It's pure. It's like, if you can, you know, that's why they, you know, the acharyas could never come up with right words other than the relationship of Krishna and the gopis is lust. They lust for each other. but it's not the lust of this world. It's pure. This to desire God is what gets you here. You're here because there are people here that desire God. You become birds of a feather. See, that's why the sincere people really come here. They really want this. See, so it attracts you to those because that's how you do it. You got to be in sadhu sangha to finish up the work. You know, get everything clear and tidy and everything. Okay, go ahead and read more.
The more one hears about the Supreme God, the more one becomes fixed in devotional service. One should always hear about the Lord in association of devotees. That will enhance one's devotional service.
Yeah, and so some people are doing that. The first stage is you're with Vaidhi Bhaktas who are not very clear about what they're doing, who they're worshiping, the real knowledge and all that. And proof of that is you can see they don't understand what they're reading or talking about or singing deeply. You know, something's there. See, so that's one level of learning. So, and then deepening that is with real devotees. What they're talking about here, real devotion, real devotees. See, and then you understand in association with real devotees, these things. What was the sentence again? Read that sentence again. The last one.
The more one hears about the Supreme God, the more one becomes fixed in devotional service.
Yeah, and so ultimately you need to hear from the real representative, not just anybody. Those who represent the real Lord, Satchidananda here. See? You need to hear from that because then you become really fixed in devotional service, pure devotional service, because you start to get an experience of that. See, you get a taste for that. You start to see the qualities of the Lord reflected on the devotee, and then you become attracted. Oh yeah, I like to see. Now you're becoming fixed because the more you get this, the more you see the illusion. Why wouldn't you become fixed? Who wants to be fixed in something that makes you miserable and unhappy? The more you hear, the more we have these sadhu sangha programs. You see, the more we become fixed that, oh, this is real, man. This is more tasty. This is more interesting than all this maya. See, all these illusions going on, trying to attract your attention. See, like they give us a bad rap here. They say, see, Gaurahari's Sangha, they just want your attention. Yeah. Well, we do. Because, what we're giving here is real. This is going to liberate people, take them from the cycle of birth and death, make them important in the eyes of God, give them boon after boon, give them real wealth, real opulence forever. Why not? I want your attention for your benefit. And my benefit too, because, it encourages me. I like to talk about Krishna, and you guys want to hear, oh, thank you very much. Right? Get even more purified. Yeah. What was that the sentence again? I forgot what the heck where I was going and what it was.
The more one hears about the Supreme God, the more
fixed. Yeah, you become fixed. Yeah. See, you get experience. Why wouldn't you? The more experience of something, the more you believe it. Yeah, this is real, man. You want to believe in Satchidananda? You don't even know what it is out there. If you did, you wouldn't be listening to people that don't represent Satchidananda. That's why we're here. We're here to fix the problem. We're fixers, not tricksters, not Lokis. Locos. We're locos, not low-keys, mischievous. We're locos. Loco for Krishna, man. Poco Loco. We're into the chicken. Polo Loco. The chicken. The real chicken is Krishna.
We're Poco for Krishna puffs.
Exactly. We want those Krishna puffs. Yeah, go ahead there, read on.
Okay. One should always hear about the Lord in the association of devotees. That will enhance one's devotional service.
So this perfection in devotional service is you are listening to an empowered person that is empowered by the transcendental potency, just like Maharaj Parikshit heard from Shukadev Goswami, or just like Narada spoke to these many persons. See, you got to have the empowered personality. See, that's how you become fixed in this bhakti. That's the association Prabhupada is really talking about. That's what people are getting here. Okay? That's why they speed along the path of bhakti, man, and get what people say, oh, gurus are telling you many, many lifetimes. You're getting this lifetime. See? Because everything's lined up. You're in the real line, man. The book, you're acting in accordance of the teachings in the book. You're acting them out. See, you're in the position, you're listening to an empowered representative, you're getting the result, you're acting out. Krishna is acting out through you, actually. He's awakening in your heart, showing bhakti to you and the world, showing these truths. You know, we're relishing this Harikatha, spending hours just loving. Oh, man, so nice to hear about the truth, to speak about the truth. Go ahead, Amy, read more.
Okay.
So much in these books, so much wealth. Yeah, so much. Well, we can't utilize it all right away. That's why see Ananta Sesh. That says Ananta Sesh is glorifying the Lord constantly. What does that mean? You'll never know what it means until you meet devotees doing that in real life. Otherwise, just in a book. Oh, yeah, very nice. He's going, what does that mean? How does that show up? You want to know how it shows up? Well, come to this show. And then it'll show up. Then you'll say, oh, wow, now I could see every day, more and more discussion. Take one verse and speak about it for a few hours. So much life in it, so much, potency. Can you imagine? Look how many of these scriptures we got. We have enough ammunition to destroy the illusion in the material universe. Oh, many times over. Because when we finish this ammunition, we just go over it again. It just replenishes. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. Go ahead there, Amy.
Discourses in the society of devotees can take place only among those who are really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness. Others cannot take part in such discourses. The Lord clearly tells Arjuna that, because Arjuna is very dear to him, for his benefit, such discourses are taking place.
Yeah, want to really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness. What does that mean? Anxious to know Krishna. You want to know Krishna? Well, you got to be intimate. Well, what does that take to be intimate? Well, you got to feel him very closely. Oh, really? Feel him? He's well, my Guru Dave said it wasn't right to feel. I don't know where they're getting this, and maybe from Guru. I don't know. Maybe they're making it up, but what to feel? That's Maya.
They said, don't trust your feelings.
Don't trust your feeling. I was told that. Kept me around for 5 years. Don't trust your feeling. I was miserable. Get out. Krishna was telling me, get the hell out of there. And I, no, they're telling me I was listening to the wrong authority. Oh, no, listen. Oh, yeah, it's miserable now. But, when you die, Krishna's going to pick you up, because you're so faithful and miserable. And I believed it for 5 years. Yeah, it was a good one, Maya. Thank you very much. Learned my lesson. Now I'm paying it forward, telling you, hey, man, you don't waste your time so much now. This is available. Okay, that's okay now. Go for worshiping the false gurus and everything. But the real thing is here. We got Satchidananda here. We're empowered to deliver you. Ready for that? Come on, man. You want to know the real Krishna? You want to feel the real Krishna? You want to taste this transcendental knowledge? You want to be in 4-hour classes and think like it just went by like that? Because it's so interesting to discuss the absolute truth in a society of real devotees who have real bhakti? Yes or no? So the ball's in your court now. Come here and have a ball. Or go out there and get a balloon. It'll pop. Go ahead, Amy. Carry on.
Okay. Neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences. For in every respect, I am the source of the demigods and sages.
You know why they don't know? I just got a realization. Hot off the press from Goloka. All right. Comes fast, man. Boom, like lightning. I was wondering about that verse. And the Lord finally, because in Sadhu Sangha, because I attended today. Da-da-da! See, why don't the demigods? I'll ask you the question first. So why don't the sages and the demigods know Krishna? He's the source of them. Trick question.
Because because you see Krishna through the devotees. Is that why?
You're getting warm.
Well, because it takes to see like devotees and see that devotion to see Krishna. Like it's not just the knowledge; it's the seeing it through the devotion through devotees. Or I'm not.
No, you got it. That's it. You said it in another way. You said
it's not just knowledge.
Yeah. You see, but what you're seeing? Go ahead, there, Lalita.
Because they don't have devotion themselves.
Yeah. You see, the demigods and the demon and the demons too, and the sages. They also rarely see Satchidananda. See, that's the real Krishna. Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Devotional mellows, his exchanges. That's why Krishna goes on to say, either in this chapter or the previous one, that actually people, they know me as Aja, means in everything and through everything and all that. But they don't know the devotional mellows. That's the complete understanding. See, so that's Satchidananda is devotional mellows in this case. See? The Ananda comes from these devotional exchanges the Lord does with his devotees. See, so that's why I say people here know the Lord, many of them, better, or getting to know that Lord better than great sages and demigods who don't know this Satchidananda Pota. We're here to teach them. We're here to teach the demigods in that sense, because Satchidananda is the real form of the Lord. So you got to see a person. The only way you can know this is not, expanding there. It's expanding here. See? And then the revelation comes. See? So this is the meaning when Krishna says, yeah, even the great sages and demigods don't know me unless they're like Brahma or Shiva or something like that. So the only way we can know this transcendental Lord is he has to manifest in us. See, it has to go beyond the Bhagavad Gita verse that we're all in him, but he's not in us. He has to appear in our hearts. Then we begin to know. See, otherwise nobody knows. That's why I say there are a lot of leaders and everything. The Lord hasn't manifested really in their hearts. Therefore, it won't manifest in other people's. Not like this. Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, so if you're just sitting at home and you're reading the verses and you're chanting, yes, you will know God in a certain way, but it's in the Sangha where we're feeling these energies and feeling the power, seeing it, feeling it. So it's the Sangha that's right. It's this the collective devotion. Everybody feeling it together, and then it's just so strong and powerful. So I mean, at home and you're not feeling that. You don't see that. You don't experience that.
Yeah. That's the idea. Where Jesus said, 2 or more are gathered in my name, there I shall be. This is called the manifestation of the Lord through association. When they would have kirtan, this is with the experience. They start to feel the Lord's presence in the mist. See, the mist. It's like a cloud. A cloud of transcendental energy starts to appear subtly. So you feel it, you perceive it, your spiritual senses are awakening. See, otherwise they don't awaken. Very hard on your own, and very hard, just in the world. It's very hard also being around Vaidhi Bhaktas, because it's not their mindset. They're not interested in that. They don't know what that is. It's outside of their, thing. And so if they see that come in the midst of them where you have an awakening, they get afraid or something, or they want to stomp it out. See? So anyway, this is a chance for people to get to know that transcendental Lord by Satchidananda awakening in you. Go ahead. Say anything you want. Yeah, anytime you want to say something, Amy, you can go and do it.
Okay. I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay.
Do you want me to continue reading? Or?
What do you want to do?
Maybe we could pass the reading stick to someone.
That's okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
Actually, why don't we do our prescribed duties? I want to move around a little bit. Take a little break. Yeah, sorry, 4 hours again. Yeah, it seems to be a good cutting off point. 4 hours. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Sachi. Welcome.
Well, good morning. I'm going to have to start going to bed earlier so I can get up at 2 a.m. or 3.
What, 4? I started at about 4 o'clock today, didn't I?
So at 4?
Yeah. Oh, at 4, yeah.
Well, that's early for me, but
yeah,
I never really got into that temple routine where you have to show up in the.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, I wasn't part of the temple.
Yeah, but you remember your experience when you do get up. How nice you remember those things. When you do wake up, how good you feel when you
that's true.
Here.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
It's a habit I got into. I like my sleep.
Yeah, well, I do too. That's why I go to bed, early. It's a little bit harder here because it's really, I don't know if it's light over there, but it's like daytime here at 9 o'clock. I still close the curtains and everything. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Have a nice day, and we'll see you a little bit later, huh?